Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 10th of March. My name is Na Ashoko. You're welcome to the morning news. And now, the headlines. The Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Cybersecurity Authority, arrests pastor over defilement and possession of child abuse material. Strike by Civil and Local Government Staff Association, CLOSAG, enters its second day today, following an inconclusive meeting with the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. Minister of Finance, Dr. Kaysel Atuforsen, bans land transit of selected imports, including cooking oil, to block revenue leakages. And now the details. The police service, in collaboration with the Cybersecurity Authority and the National Security, has arrested a suspect pastor for offences involving a minor, including defilement and the production and possession of child abuse material. The arrest took place in the early hours of the 6th of March in Cape Coast during a joint intelligence-led operation.
The arrest took place in the early hours of March 6, 2026, in Cape Coast Central Region during a joint intelligence-led operation. The suspect, Ebenezer Kondua, aged 45, is the lead pastor at Mahanaim Christian Center in Ankafo, Cape Coast. He was apprehended in Waraba, a suburb of Eguasi in Cape Coast. The suspect is also known to operate a Facebook profile under the name Reverend Dr. Kondua, where he portrays himself as a trained gynecologist and international marriage counselor. Investigations reveal that in August 2021, the suspect welcomed the survivor, then a 13-year-old junior high school student, into his home under the guise of providing spiritual counseling and behavioral correction. From that point, the suspect repeatedly subjected the survivor to sexual abuse over an extended period. He also recorded videos of the abuse on his mobile phone. In some instances, he forced the survivor to hold up materials displaying an adult pornographic website and to state on camera that she was accessible on that platform with apparent intent to distribute such content online. The abuse came to light when the survivor confided in her school headmistress. A complaint was filed with the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit DOVSU in Cape Coast, and the case was formally referred to the Circuit Court in Cape Coast.
A meeting between the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission and the Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOSAG, has ended inconclusively, leaving the nationwide strike by the association still in force. CLOSAG says the commission indicated it would need to consult other key stakeholders before it can persuade the association to call off this industrial action. Meanwhile, the Local Government Workers Union has also joined the strike.
The meeting between parties was held behind closed doors and lasted for about an hour. At the end of the discussions, officials of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission were unable to convince CLOSAG and the Local Government Workers Union to suspend their strike. Executive Secretary of CLOSAG says the strike will continue until government is able to address their concerns.
The Fair Wages is going back to consult with government and get back to us.
And you are satisfied with that?
Yeah, we are satisfied with it now.
You are going to consult government in what way? Because this is a finalized something, concluded and ready to be implemented.
Well, I cannot give you further details. All I can tell you is that the Fair Wages is going to consult government and get back to us. So we are waiting. As at now, National Executive Council has not suspended the strike.
When asked whether the association had considered the impact of the strike on public services, Isaac Bampo Ado maintained that the action was necessary to press home their demands. Have you considered the impact of your strike nationwide? Because people are complaining the weight and the gravity of your strike.
The people should also consider the impact on our pockets. Our children are being thrown out of school. We are having issues with our spouses. And now it used to be the case that civil servants are held in high esteem, but we are highly demoralized. So they should also consider that.
General Secretary of the Local Government Workers Union also emphasized the importance of the union's decision to join the strike in solidarity with CLOGSAG.
It's a general issue. We can't single out local government workers union from CLOGSAG. This is a general issue. It's affecting everyone in the assembly. So I think we joining them to fight for this is the right direction.
Meanwhile, government ministries across the country were a pale shadow of their usual activity this morning as the strike took effect. CLOGSAG is demanding the immediate implementation and payment of its agreed salary structure as well as improved conditions of service. Our first port of call was the Ministry of Labour, Jobs and Employment, where the atmosphere was unusually quiet. The precincts appeared largely deserted, with only the reception area showing minimal activity. At the office of the Registrar of Companies at Business, we sought to find out why staff at the office were working despite the ongoing strike. The Deputy Registrar of Companies, Benjamin Zigosh Nyakwenu, explained that staff of the office are not members of CLOGSAG.
It is not because we don't respect the decision of CLOGSAG. It is because by law, the law have hived us from Registrar General Department. And so the law says that we are public service. So we are under Public Service Commission.
And now, the Finance Minister, Dr. Kaysel Asuforsin, has ordered an immediate ban on land transit of some selected imported goods through Ghana's borders. This is in a move aimed at tightening border control and protecting government revenue. This directive follows a meeting between the minister, the Acting Commissioner of Customs, Aaron Akono, and the management of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Under the new measures, products including cooking oil, rice, sugar, frozen foods, textiles, flour, canned tomatoes, pasta, and pharmaceutical products will no longer be allowed to enter or transit through Ghana via land borders. The goods must now be routed exclusively through the country's seaports. Dr. Forsen says the decision is part of broader efforts to close revenue leakages and strengthen monitoring of imports. The Finance Minister has also ordered the re-centralization of the Customs Technical Services Bureau, creating a one-stop shop for valuation while enhancing intelligence sharing, including data generated through the Publican AI system. All departments within the Customs Division have been directed to ensure strict compliance with the new directives.
And now the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, is dispelling claims of a return of a period of frequent power outages, also known as DUMSO, in the light of their ongoing planned maintenance work. Speaking to TV3, the General Manager for External Communications, Charles Ni Ayiku, intimated that the maintenance is scheduled and duly communicated to residents well ahead of time. Noor Mohammed reports.
Business owners and residents across some areas in the Accra East and West regions have been cautioned by the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, to prepare for a temporary interruption in power supply on Monday, March 9. The maintenance exercise, which began last week, is set to run from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. during working hours. However, some Ghanaians have made claims of a return to DUMSO, accusing ECG of using the planned maintenance works as a cover-up.
To have enough power to serve a customer, this is not DUMSO. If there's DUMSO, who say it? Are you getting it? There's no DUMSO, I can assure you.
He also stressed the importance of the exercise and asked Ghanaians not to panic.
So for every planned maintenance, there is a schedule. And then we also announce the affected areas. So for instance, we can say, looking at the work that has to be done, we'll start from 9 a.m. and then by 3, 4 or 5, we end. And then you get your lights back. In every single part of the world where there is electricity, their utility, they maintain their machines, they maintain their installations. So it is not, this is nothing new. We do that every single time when there's the need.
The National Road Safety Authority has partnered with Media General to intensify road safety awareness ahead of the Ramadan and Easter festivities. The initiative comes as authorities raise concerns over the rising number of road crashes recorded across the community and country.
Data from the National Road Safety Authority shows that 14,743 road crashes were recorded in Ghana in 2025, resulting in 2,949 deaths and more than 16,700 injuries. Lives continue to be lost on the roads due to the disregard for road safety regulations. The National Road Safety Authority and Media General are partnering to ensure safety on the roads. With travel expected to increase during the Ramadan and Easter period, the partnership aims to use Media General's platform to promote responsible road use and strengthen public education on road safety.
We are heading towards Easter as well as the Eid festival. The National Road Safety Authority is of the view that these activities leads to traveling across the length and breadth of this country, and this will come with its attendant problems of road crashes. Enforcement alone is not enough. We also need to ensure that drivers, pedestrians have a changed behavior. The statistics that we have now is scaring, and they are on the ascendancy.
With nearly 3,000 lives lost to road crashes in 2025, authorities say the changing driver behavior is more urgent than ever as they push for safer roads during the festive travel season.
And now to some more news. Ghana's Immigration Service has rescued 73 victims of alleged human trafficking and abuse during a major anti-fraud operation at Deftraco Estate in Accra. The intelligence-led raid led to the arrest of 93 Nigerian nationals suspected of engaging in internet fraud and immigration offences. Authorities say the victims had endured severe torture and exploitation, while several items including counterfeit US dollars, fake gold bars, laptops, mobile phones and more were retrieved from the suspects. All right, we're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of TV3 New Day. Stay with us.
Welcome to NLA 590 Mobile. Today we will discuss how you can win cash by playing 590 on your phone or online. Visit 590mobile.com.gh or dial *959# on any handset or network and choose option 7 on the menu for PERM 3. PERMing allows you to increase your chances of a winning combination. PERM 3 gives you 2,100 times your stake amount when 3 or more numbers from your selection appear in any order. You need to select from 4 or up to a maximum of 10 numbers, all between 1 to 90, to play PERM 3. Thank you for your attention. And remember, you can stake your favorite NLA 590 lottery on your phone or online right now. All wins are paid same day, in full, and direct to your Momo.
Please dial 030-824-9477
for any assistance. 590 Mobile. And downsem.
Hey, My head really aches. Feeling cold and feverish.
Sorry. I know the solution to your problem. It is Procold.
Procold? I bought some 3 days ago, but I'm not seeing any improvement. You can even have a look.
This is fake. Let's go to the drugstore. Please, we want Procold. No, not this.
Oh, but this does the same work, and it's even far cheaper.
No, we insist you give us Procold from Kojak. I don't understand why people give this fake Procold, and why they don't give the fake one. Then they give you a similar one with a different name and tell you it works the same. But it is not so. If it's not Procold from Kojak, then we won't accept it.
So this is the original Procold. It has the logo and Kojak boldly written on it.
Yes, for quick and effective relief from headache, flu, nasal congestion and other feverish conditions, insist on Procold from Kojak.
Procold, K-O-J-A-C-H. Procold.
This advert is FDA approved.
Life can be giving it to you with like that, and everything around you will be affected big time. Too many uncertainties and fears. But with the right partner like Empo Life Insurance Ghana, you are sorted. Say kutu, say bam. You get the best healthcare, solid pensions trust policies, and the peace of mind to grow your business and focus on what truly matters. Empo Insurance, empowering people.
For school? Yes! My champs, they use a lot of energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home this transformed every day.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
The seniors edition of the Sharks Quiz begins now.
What is the bigger of the two amounts invested?
Pass.
Pass. 871.
871 is incorrect. The answer is
6,000.
You are correct. It was 6,000.
Rotational analog of force in linear motion is Nato.
Torque.
Torque is correct.
My levels fluctuate, influencing mood, energy, and strength. I am a powerful hormone. That is David.
Progesterone.
Incorrect.
Testosterone.
You are correct.
Who wrote the novel A Grain of Wheat? Alfred.
Ngugi wa Thiong'o.
That's true. That's correct.
Tell me the name of the dancer. Emmanuel. Liquinda. No. Right, the person we were looking for was Lisa Kwama.
Senior Sharks Season 9, coming soon on TV3.
Another 6 o'clock is here. Wake up and meet the morning dear. Brand new day, it's a brand new slate. Like Barack say yes I can. Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day. Well, look up in the mirror and say yes I can. Open your face, open your face. Nothing away, nothing away. Kani mukwala kabo, magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away. Open your face, magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Just do it, just do it. Just do it, just do it. Just do it, time is ticking. Just do it, just do it. Tired of lying to yourself yet. Don't you know you are your best bet? Who you waiting for, who you waiting for? You've got all you need more. They won't help when it's convenient. Tell you all of this is for experience. She put no on your body and your wild hair. Just take a step and things will fall in place. You win. Time flies, no one can catch it. So don't waste or you regret it. Your time is now, your time is now. Just believe it, take yes I can. Find your faith, find your faith. I tell my way, I tell my way.
Kani mukwala kabo, magana marekena blow.
Tell my way, tell my way.
Open your face, magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Don't wait, the time will never be just right. Start from where you're standing now. Work with what you have. Work with what you got.
No one said it would be easy. Anyone that ever made it said it wasn't easy. Hey, well look up in the mirror and say yes I can. Open your face, open your face. Tell my way, tell my way. Kani mukwala kabo, magana marekena blow. Tell my way, tell my way. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Open your face, open your face. I tell my way. Kani mukwala kapo, megane madikena blow. I tell my way. Open your face, megane madikena blow. Kani mukwala kapo, open your face, I tell my way.
Kani mukwala kabo, magana marekena blow. Tell my way, tell my way. Open your face, magana.
Radia, unyamia, radia, unyamia, I know they look for you, no. Make you know they look for my own, I know they look for you, no. Make you know they look for my what is for God, it ain't for God. Make you know they got it for season. So nobody for sure some love, make you know they carry your ego. If you the way they paint you talk to God. Make you know they follow top people. And if you say you go they pray, you chant your song. You never go carry some zero.
Allahu Akbar, give thanks to God for giving big chance to kiss from, of course. C1, boys just the force. Now me tongue ice water and then me your boss. Kwame rush about 3-6 and lost. Faith move mountains, it open doors. May you be bigger, bigger, blessed beyond measure. When the storms come, may you weather. May you find peace, love, treasure, and never ever be fed up. Nyambe ma omega, ega, cheddar. Now you be I get better. Now you be I get blessings. No failure, just lessons.
For you, no. Make Make you know they look for my own name. I know they look for your own no. Make you know they look for my own name. What is for God, it meant for God. Make you know they got it for Caesar. So my body for sure some love. Make you know they got your ego. If you they want it, then they talk to God. Make you know they follow top people. And if you say you go they pray, you can't trust up. You never go carry size zero. This one say that. Why can't we all live together? If you give me coke, I give you Fanta. Give me hand, I give you feather. And if your God no look like my God, though, no me say I'm unbeliever. Only one love we deliver. Make you make it look good, you gotta shika. When you go feel lose to everything you love, everything you get. Can you ride, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can you ride, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
During this morning segment, Charlie R2Bs.
Refuse to be broke.
Yeah.
Still refuse to be broke.
That's
yeah, R2Bs. Refuse to be broke. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Cookie. Good morning.
Morning,
I
Cookie.
actually love your dress. Who made this one? Pistis?
No.
I always get your local designers wrong.
Amachua made this one. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Amachua.
Yes.
Say
I love
Amachua.
this. I
No,
love
it's
this. I love this.
Amachua. Yes,
I love this.
Amachua.
I love this.
Amachua made.
Yesterday, I think 2 days or 3 days, Trump was wearing a red tie, and you with Trump, red tie would have been perfect for that press conference. You know he's been addressed. Yesterday he did one, was assuring that the war will end and then he acts soon. You know, Trump these days is becoming very evasive. He doesn't know when the war will end.
And yesterday he said the war is complete.
Yes.
And immediately he made that statement. Brent crude reduced
over
from
100
to 82.
Yeah.
He's a very powerful man.
Yes.
Trump is a very powerful man. Yeah.
And I'm still thinking perhaps maybe he thought that after he wiped out, or their forces alongside Israel wiped out the leaders of Iran, perhaps the regime will capitulate or something like that. But you know, the regime has been structured and rooted in such a way that it's more about the psyche of the people and the buy-in of the people. So even though you can clearly see that they don't have good leadership, the people that they've brought up seem to support them. Yes.
Yeah.
And the Iranians are very sharp. They decided to disrupt everything. Oil, flow of supply chain, etc. And now here we are as a standstill. If this continues for 2 more weeks, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and the third world country alongside will be in trouble. In Bangladesh, for example, they are rationing fuel
currently.
Yeah. And then for those who are doing the Ramadan, I think there was a break, so they've extended the break for the students and things like that, the university, the academicians and all that, just to make sure that consumption is slowed. Perhaps hoping that the war will stop, and hopefully, if it doesn't stop this week, next week.
Are we relying on our reserves?
We've got 5 weeks.
I think so.
Now.
I'm sure we've started this week.
We've got 5 weeks, and we're hoping that it does not escalate. But I mean, experts have also said that it has a way of managing and correcting itself. I've heard experts say that. So there's no alarm actually, because even after we are done using our reserves, there's still a way that the world would still manage and still have fuel. So let's see how it goes. But most importantly, I just want the war to stop, because Dubai, for most African countries, is a place where we go to for trade. We buy almost we buy almost everything into the country
and
as
go
of
to
now.
for trade.
Exactly. So it's a vacation spot, and it's a spot for trade as well. And it's affecting a lot of things. Our local vendors are complaining right now. Yesterday I was in one of my Samsung phone shops on the Spintex Road. I mean, affiliated to Samsung. I just paid a visit, and you know those phone covers and screen protectors and all of that.
They all come from Dubai.
They all come from Dubai. Yes, all come from Dubai. And now people are complaining that Charlie, It's not coming.
Yeah.
And some of the clothing vendors have also ordered things from
fabric vendors.
before the Chinese New Year, and it was supposed to come, and now
which was a whole month long. I recently discovered.
It's a whole month.
From February. It was on the back of the wall that I learned about the Chinese
New Year.
So because of the Chinese New Year, which is apparently celebrated for a whole month,
a
lot of the local vendors rely on Dubai for their supply during the month of February, and that has also stalled because of the war and issues surrounding that.
I think if the war should stop, let's say this week or next week, it's going to take an extra about 4 weeks or 6 weeks
for shipments
for some recovery. Because usually it takes 8 weeks for you to get your goods from China.
But I think the backlog of flight cancellations, the number of trips that have been put on hold,
airspace hold.
Exactly. That's affecting business to start with. So even when if the war stops today, yes, you're right to say it will take about 4 weeks for people to be able to get back into the routine, recover, and then for business to go back to
normalcy.
as normalcy. I actually spoke to a small business owner. She produces gari with potatoes. I think she's called Gari Boutique. Yeah, Gari Boutique. She produces gari with potatoes instead of cassava. She traveled to Dubai in January to have meetings with various
vendors and all. So it's what, potato gari?
It's potato gari. It's called the Gari Boutique. You should check it out. So the gari is purple in color instead of white.
And sweet. Because potato is sweet. It's not sweet potato or Irish potato.
So she does purple potatoes that I don't know whether they are Swiss or Irish.
Sweet potato. That's the sweet potato, yes.
Right.
That's the local one.
Right. So she told me about the number of young vendors or young entrepreneurs who had come to Dubai to source and also consult with other production companies to produce for them. And for the last since the war began, in fact, before the war began, now they're all sort of at a standstill, waiting for their orders, waiting to continue business.
I can imagine.
So the year has started slow for entrepreneurs who source from China and also Dubai because of the Chinese holiday. And then the Middle East, the war in the Middle East.
Well,
anyway,
we had to.
We are in Accra.
Yeah, we had to begin with this because whatever affects the other side of the world really affects us. So the shipments will go through, and then those who travel will make a stopover in the UAE before coming. And so it also means that it's closer to us right here in Africa than anything else. So welcome to the show. TV3 Ghana is always available for you. That's our streaming platforms. And so whether it's YouTube, Facebook, etc., you can always find us. Let me say good morning to Pai Fianku. You work with engineers and planners. Great lady. Your husband is called David. And then Alhaji Nuruddin, you're the lead driver for Ibrahim Mahama. Baba, good morning to you as well. Alhaji Nuruddin, good morning.
Well, guess who I met?
A great friend of mine celebrating the birthday. That's Flora Combat, is the wife of Dr. Salifu Combat. So good morning to you. I have many combats in my in my acquaintance and friendship. And
but they are all in the same family?
Not necessarily. They all are connected.
Okay.
So I have Dr. Salifu Combat, whose wife is celebrating the birthday today. That is Flora. She works with the Ghana Immigration Service. Happy birthday to you. And then I have MD for the Tema Oil Refinery, Edmond Combat.
Okay.
That's why. Good morning to you, Edmond Combat, and Alhaji Jibril and all of you. Dr. Julia Jaira Tenge as well. And the last one, Albert.
I have a piece of information for
Kwesi
you.
Mensah from Albany, New York, is celebrating the birthday today.
Oh,
today's
wow.
a good day.
Oh, Kwesi Mensah.
Today's a
Happy
good
birthday.
His president is the one waging the war on us.
His president.
Yeah,
yes, because he's in the United States of America.
Right. Albany, New York. Happy birthday to you, Kwesi Mensah. And then Prince Nania Oyong Kobrim Kaba, who is in the UAE experiencing the difficulty as well.
He's watching us live.
Alaji Kundu as well. Good morning to you, as well as Peter T. Thank you very much. I am super grateful. Alaji
people
Kundu.
think Peter T is your husband or your brother or related to you somehow
because of the tea.
Because of the tea.
Oh.
The questions I get in town about your roll call and the people who call into the show.
Oh wow!
Some people are under the impression that we have a specific set of people who are able to call in the morning.
Nah.
That is absolutely not so.
Exactly.
When
We
activate
have
the
even
phone lines,
contemplated and
how
asked
they are able
questions.
to get on at the time they get on.
Yeah.
When we activate the phone lines are active. Anybody can call.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody can call. Speaking of which, I ran into Randa Shaw.
Randa.
Oh, you didn't know
Very
Randa?
beautiful
No.
lady.
You didn't know Randa?
No, I ran into her for the
Very
first
beautiful.
time.
Did you meet her with the
last
kids or she was
Thursday.
alone?
It was just her. It was a work
Randa,
event.
Ofane, Acho baby.
So I ran into Randa Shaw, very lovely lady, and we always love it when we meet our viewers and the people who support the show in
That's Roland's
person.
bestie.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Randa Shaw.
she gave me a rundown,
Randa
which
in the
I will
Shaws.
be sharing. I will be sharing on the show. What's the name again? That's ugly.
Azoli.
Azoli. F for Azoli.
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely meeting you, Randa Shaw. Also, this lovely lady's birthday just passed, and I have to do it. I have to do a special shout to her. Miss Agatha Lewis Adum. It was her birthday on Saturday, and I haven't been live in the studio since Saturday. And so since I'm here today, a very special happy birthday to you, belated though, from your dear husband, Deladem Adum, especially going out to you. He says to tell you that he loves you from inside
Who is
and
confessing
out.
love this morning?
Yeah.
Yesterday was Guy G.
Oh, inside and out.
Guy G is in
So
love
happy
with someone.
birthday to you.
No, the wife that celebrated.
Hey, Cookie, why?
No, I'm just asking.
Do you
Come
know
on.
something?
I don't know anything. I'm just, he's still connected. So.
I should say you look really lovely this morning.
Thank
Your
you
face
very
is
much.
looking very bright.
Oh, Medasi.
Yeah.
Medasi Babray.
Cookie
Thank
tea.
you. Thank
Somebody asked me to ask you if the money that you are distributing is from your own resources.
Okay.
Or it's from TV3.
Let me speak to you this morning. Look, ever since I embarked on this cash out thing, my own reserves have gone very, very low.
Depleted.
Because people actually think that the money is from my pocket. Listen, I'm just a curator, a connoisseur, or a vessel that is used to give you the money.
Let me tell you one of the biggest problems you can have as a person. When people think you have money, that can be one of the biggest problems that will confront you as someone who doesn't have the money that you are sharing, but you're just a connoisseur.
Kojo Bona, radio entertainment people, Kojo Bona, you are the sponsor. Good morning to you. Come and remove your mouth.
Out.
Yeah, Branebe, you are no. Come and remove your mouth. But on a more serious note, no, the money is not from my pocket. We're just connoisseurs here, making sure that you do the needful by playing, and we also meet the end of the bargain by giving you the money. But yes, I'm aspiring to be the richest young woman in Ghana. That's why I'm giving myself the name Cash Money Cookie. Yes. Or
faith
Mama Cash.
Faith it till you make it.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not faking it.
It's a faith.
Faith it. Thank you.
Till you make
exactly.
it.
So I'm faithing it till I make it because I'm gonna be damn rich. And it's going to be nasty when I'm rich. Like that's why Kevin Hart said, he said, I'm so rich, it's nasty. I'm going to be so rich, it will be beautiful. It will be beautiful because I will impact society.
Amen.
I'll give you some, take Roland abroad, do whatever he wants for him.
Roland
give
and
to
his
charity.
Wife.
Because
wife. He promised his wife a trip to South Africa. Anyway.
All these allegations. When we get to the gym, that's what happens all the time. And so for big issues, we're talking about the ongoing CLOSAC strike. And then we'll also tell you Ghana banning land transit of some imported goods. I don't know how we intend getting the goods to the landlocked countries, but ultimately, we know this decision has been made, so we're going to have a lot of people who will be coming through the studio. Abbas Nuruddin will be coming, Ramsey Inusa, a medical doctor. And then
is a medical doctor or PhD?
Medical doctor.
We shall revert.
We shall go and find out and come. Okay, and then Austin Bracco Powers, and then Austin Game, and then Titus Glover is making a return. I haven't seen him.
I miss him so much. I miss Uncle Titus.
He's a former Greater Accra Regional Minister, but more importantly, also a Deputy Transport Minister as well. So we're going to have him in the studio. He's vying for one of the, I don't know whether General Secretary or National Organizer.
He's vying for something, huh?
Yes.
I see.
Great man.
But in some other news, there's a disturbing video of a 12-year-old Vida Kwarteng, and who's allegedly been assaulted by her mother after selling plantain that they harvested from the farm in Abrabra in the Seshiwioso municipality. Now, the victim, Vida Kwarteng, says the incident happened shortly after she and her mother returned from the farm. And according to Vida, she informed her mother about her intention to sell some of the plantain they harvested, but did not receive any response from her. And those are the disturbing videos you're seeing right now on your screens. I don't like these things very early in the morning because it tends to shift my balance. Well, we're asking the questions this morning. She told her mom that she was going to sell some of the plantain that was harvested from the farm. As to whether the mother thought it was a good thing or a bad thing, I cannot understand, because if I'm helping to offload some of the harvest from the farm to bring in some income, I don't know why that would warrant such level of assault from my own mother if I am bringing money to the house. And a lot of questions are being asked. Is the mother in her right frame of mind? Is she frustrated about life and the challenges that have been thrown at her? I have so many questions, and you do have questions as well. We'll get into it this morning to actually understand exactly what the circumstances may have been and why a mother who birthed a child, who carried the child for 9 months, would want to do this to her own child. It does not make sense to me. So selling of plantain warrants this kind of punishment. So what if it was something maybe more serious? What would have happened? Now I see that you are very disturbed. I'm very confused as well. In this day and age, you are able to assault your own child in this way. It does not make any sense to me at all. But we will activate the phone lines. I'm sure most of you have seen the video. It's been making the rounds. We're activating the phone lines in no time, so you talk to us. I've wrapped my arms around me because I cannot even understand it. But welcome to this morning. All right, welcome back to this morning. Let's get into the matter we are talking about this morning. And Rolly, one more time, I'm sure the visuals, please, let's roll the visuals. Very disturbing, actually. But yeah, there you have it. A 12-year-old has been assaulted by the mother for going to the farm to sell plantain. The uncle of the girl has been speaking. Let's take a listen.
I'm really man. I'm here. I say, you know, penny back when they buy. I say, no man, I should know. I'm sure that's what people are crying. So I said, home with Johnny, we na assassin hono. Team na mama Rashid in back and next say, I'm one teaching mama. But I'm sure I know. Say, my police force to say the bear. Saturday no uncle Sibiu. So I say. And then more than Ghana, no, so no man, no. Me say head and who be. I say I'm going to say, Mamma notice an amono. Ghana, first constitution, there will be a form Samra, my Sakwan Swa, or Quang put for the Faso. So that's only the 2 man. I say, on be teaching Kakra. I'm going to say, do I know? And yet, the council.
All right, so phone lines have been activated. Please do call us and let us know what your thoughts are on this very matter. Very disturbing and very confusing, if you ask. You can also send in your messages. We'll read them right here on the show. And some of them have started coming in already. Randa, good morning. You've sent a message. And I think Kwesi Mensah from Albany, he's also sent a message to say thank you to us for mentioning him this morning. Kwesi Mensah, happy birthday to you. All right, do call us. Let us know what your thoughts are. A 12-year-old has been assaulted by her own mother for going to the market to go and sell some of the plantain harvested from their own farm to bring in some money to the house. As to why this happened, we do not have an idea, but we've been able to speak to the child's uncle, who is also in some state of confusion, saying that in this day and age, he does not even understand why such a treatment can be meted out to a youngin as young as 12 years old by her own mother. Is the mother frustrated about life and its challenges? And even if you are, is this the right way to vent out your frustrations or your anger? Is she in her right state of mind? Is this something that must be picked up by the police and the Ministry of Gender and Children Protection? Should also come into this matter to ascertain exactly what the situation is and render some good help and especially psychological help to this child, because some of these things can go a long way to affect your psyche, affect how you behave, affect how you even understand very simple things in life, and even affect your human relations. And that's what we want to get into this morning. So do call us and let us know what your thoughts are. Really? Do you have messages?
Well, I have a couple of messages and then we'll run through them very soon. This one is coming from Ajay Boating, who says that how despicable to see this, but look, that is why the law needs to deal with this woman in the first place. The question, however, is if she subsequently is prosecuted, who takes care of the child? So it's a very dicey situation according to this one. And also we have this one coming from, okay, so PHK, who says somebody is celebrating the birthday, well noted, but okay. And this one is coming from Ajololo. Ajololo says that for all the things that have happened, it's also important for us to take a critical look at what might have perhaps compelled the mother to undertake this. Is she in the right frame of mind? Is she having some economic and psychosocial problems? And so a thorough assessment needs to be made. Even though the situation looks quite horrid, we also need to make sure that we provide the right sort of psychological references and treatments, all right, to ensure that we don't throw away the baby with the bath water. Quite interesting as well. Randa Shaw says, this is quite horrific and graphic. To beat your own daughter this way is something that I can't fathom. We need to go into this thoroughly and then ascertain why the mother did this. It shouldn't ever happen to any child. All right.
All right. First caller is already on the line. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
And Papa, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Cookie, this is Annan Sapperman.
This is Annan.
Yes, please.
Okay, calling us from Sapperman.
Yes, please.
All right, Annan, let's hear you.
Uti and Papa, what I have to say on this is our parents or we shouldn't use our needs or what we need that we can't get to maltreat our children. Because when you follow those frustrations, you always do things abnormal. We beg the parents. We beg them. Thank you.
Thank you, too, for calling us. You can call us as well. Let's know what your thoughts are. If you are just joining us, you're welcome to TV3 New Day. And this is this morning's segment. We're talking about that 12-year-old who's been assaulted by her own mother for taking some of the plantain harvested from the market to go and sell to make some money and bring back to the house. We spoke to the uncle of the child, who's also as confused as we are this morning, and we're asking you what you make of the situation. I'm told our next caller is on the line. You want to pick this one, Willie?
All right, Alhaji, Binu Rubushele, good morning.
Roland.
Yeah, how are you?
Papa Ro, fine. Look at me.
Alhaji, good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm very well, Alhaji.
I think you also good.
Yes, Na is fine as well. She's getting ready for the big issue.
Oh, we thank God. Let me send my thanks to Shemima, and he has one Alhaji Alasan, and Chairman of Foso Ampofu, and my municipal chief is Hussein Alasan Bagaman, and Dr. Wumbi. You see, Tabaru, I just want to know, the lady, is she the one who gave birth to this boy or this boy?
And first, the child is not a boy, a girl.
It's a 12-year-old girl.
But
all we know is that she's been designated as the mother. I think that we have to thoroughly find out whether, but does it matter at all?
It doesn't even matter.
I don't think she gave birth to this boy, the child. You see, if you give birth to the child and you kill him like this, it means that something worries you, or you are a madman, or you are a mad person. So let's think, how can we doing this to ourselves? But we need to look and do something for her, because if this thing going on like this, it means that you have not been fair for your child. Even if you don't have anything and you send her to sell something and she don't sell it, and you need to look different way to get the money and you need it. How can you beat the child like this? If the class teacher beats your son like this, are you not going to launch the complaint for the police? You will go to launch the complaint for the police. And she's the one giving the birth to the child. And she do it like this. It means that we are not happy at all. What kind of thing is that? So let's change our attitude. If you will kill your son, don't kill him by heart. Because if this thing did and the child died, it means that you will be a problem. So may God bless us.
Thank you. Thank you, Alhaji. And we already have another caller on Cookie.
Yes. Hello, Bright. Good morning. Hello, Bright. Bright, can you hear us? Hello, Bright. I think we lost Bright. Let's get on Facebook and take some more messages. Courage Kotuka says, good morning, Senior Roland and the ladies. As a matter of fact, I'm concerned about the rising fuel price at the pump. Okay, you are talking about something else. The NDC government should try every possible means to ensure that the fuel prices do not go up. If the fuel prices reach 17 Ghana cedis, the MPP will be happy. Now, concerning the woman who beat her child, I think the woman is transferring some anger to her daughter. She must be counseled. All right. Abdul, you are calling us this morning from... Hello, Abdul?
Kamala.
Yes, Abdul, thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you're well.
By the grace of God.
All right. Talk to us.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Abdul, kindly turn down the volume of your TV set and talk to us.
Very well. Yes, first of all, good morning to listeners. Yeah, I've done so. Okay, so good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. In fact, this situation is so devastating, you know. Yes. I think that it's highly condemnable, and it calls for more concern for the entire country to do something. Day in, day out, we watch terrible situations on television, but I'm sure conscious efforts
needs to be put in place to sensitize and educate people so that people will get to understand that even if you give birth to your child, it's your child though, but the child belongs to the government. We all belong to the government, and the laws of the countries must work. So it's so terrible. And I think that it's important for all of us to look at it, and then there should be some more sensitization education for parents, especially at the local level. Most of the time, many of these things will happen at the very local level, where the person does not know the implications. They just think that they can do that and go for free. And the other aspect of the assessment of the mentality of the person is also critical.
Right.
You know, so in my view, a critical should be, we should take a critical look at it, and then people should learn from, when it happens like that, the person has a sound mind, and the person is, made to go through the law. And I think people will learn from that. Thank you very
your
much.
point is well made. Thank you too for calling us. And Majina, I'm told, has also joined us on the line. Hello, good morning, Majina.
Good morning, Kukiti.
Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, by the grace, I'm doing quite great.
Thank you for calling us. Your thoughts on this matter?
Before I continue with my submission, I heard some people are complaining that why we always make it through to the when you open the line.
Yes.
It is not small job that we are doing. No. So TV3 need to even reward us. If you look at how we struggle before we penetrate through, it's not small thing. So if you want to get through, you should come to us for classes.
Okay.
You should come and see I and Alaji and Co.
You have to teach them. You have to teach them what it is that you do to get through all the time. Then.
Kukiti, you know what? I believe that there must be a law allowing every Ghanaian to, when it gets to a period, you go and check your mental stableness. I say this because research shows that all of us, we have a bit of mental disorder that we need to check on our mind regularly. I don't know if...
Where is this? Majina, where is this research from? Who is it backed by? Who certified it? What research is this? What source did you take this from?
If you check, many reports show that there are possibilities. If you go to mental health department, you can send your man to go and check. There are reports, World Health Organization reports there, Ghana Health, there are reports. But is that we are not paying attention to that.
Okay.
So look at this, the complaint that has been made against a child. Just selling the plantain. Is it that the amount that he sold to was less or what?
Okay.
And again, if he sold the commodity, is he selling it and taking the money or giving it to the mother? So why should you beat the child if he has been able to sell some of the plantain for you, which I believe that you harvest to sell. So this does not make sense to me. I'd rather I back you what you just said, that the woman might have some mental disorderness. So I think that it is time we do something crucial. And I want to take this opportunity to draw the government attention to mental health issues.
Okay.
Because when you go to their facility, they lack so many things.
Right.
And the police commander, Bono, regional police commander, he likes the way you guys do your things.
Majina, thank you very much. Majina, other people would have to call us also, so sorry we had to let you go. But Philip Abochi says, good morning, Cookie and Rolly. Notably, some of the mothers are teenage mothers and lack of proper parental guidance, which often results in them assaulting their own children over issues such as the sale of plantain. I commend Honorable Walachi, the Municipal Chief Executive of K2 South, and the Philip Abochi for K2 South. This is Philip Abochi from Keta. Do you have messages, really?
I have a lot I have a lot of them, but we have one more call.
Okay.
Caller.
Abdul Rahman, thank you for joining us this morning. Where are you calling from?
Madam, good morning. I'm calling from Medina.
From Medina.
Yes.
Rahman, what time did you get home yesterday? Have you experienced the difficulty with the traffic situation also?
No, madam. No.
Okay, all right. Let's get to the matter.
I've been relaxing at home, so I didn't go out.
Okay, you are very lucky then. Let's
madam. This is what I'm saying. Child from the village and city. Was the child changed before he was beaten up like that? I don't know.
We do not know that for sure yet.
What? If it could be a city girl, you'll be standing like this, your mother will be beating you to the extent. You could have run away. You can't do that. I'm so devastated. I couldn't even really speak. You see, I'm shaking. Your own daughter beating, the woman has a problem. You should check her up.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
The child could have run, if not beaten, could have run and beaten to that extent. Okay, I'm so sorry.
All right. Thank you.
Just for calling the child. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for calling us. Another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my sister. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
I am Dan and I call from home.
Okay, Dan. Let's hear you.
Yeah. You see, I am disappointed at the Ghanaian attitude. We refuse to discipline children. We can talk of the excesses, but when we are talking of coming from bringing food stuff to the house to be sold, and you on your own, you told your mother didn't respond, didn't give you an answer, and you have gone ahead. What will be the deterrent tomorrow from him doing sin? I think our Ghanaian children are becoming something. So I think...
Danny, hold on. But we understand what you're saying, and I identify with it. Some of the kids can actually be very stubborn. But what level of stubbornness warrants this type of assault? This degree and this level of assault? I mean, you're a parent, I'm sure. Would you do this to your own daughter or your son, even if they turned a blind eye, or maybe they refused to listen to what you told them, the instructions you gave them?
I talk of the excesses. The level of beating was too much.
Okay.
But I think there should be some measurable form of punishment to children.
Okay.
Today, our children in Ghana, because when they do and you punish them, the media will pick it up. And
I think we lost Daniel on.
So we have a couple of messages. We'll just quickly go through. Let me say good morning to you, Moses Aklobotu, a great friend. Wishing you all the best. I know that you were bereaved over the week. I wasn't able to go through because of exigencies of the time. It says, what you see on the child's body is not exactly what it is. At 12 years, what is the business of a 12-year-old to go selling? Key question. And then Money is watching us from the UK, says that can we give the mother also the same punishment as a replication, and perhaps she may also get to have a feel of the difficulties and the punishment she meted out to the child. And we'll move on to the next one. Sherry Giovanni, good morning, says the sad aspect of this is you see couples moving from one place to another for a child. And when they are giving one, they become terrorists to these same children. This woman must go through some harsh punishment. May we never marry such women as wives. Good morning to Felix Salom Dali. And coming from Sherry Giovanni as well, I'll read a couple. Hartwell Selassie Tamaklo, good morning. Based in Doma, says that, importantly, this is pathetic. This child needs psychological therapy, not to talk about a thorough investigation and punishment that needs to be meted out to the mother as well. I heard Cookie saying she went to sell at the market. It's not the market she sold the plantain, but in the neighborhood. And this one sent to us by Matthew Ahiave, who is watching us currently. BT Sly, I see, says the woman is wicked. The severity of the harm also shows that for all intent and purposes, she wanted to literally kill the poor child. The law should be swift at punishing such offenders when found guilty without delay. And one more before we go to the next. Prince Daniel York in the UK says, this goes far beyond just the plantain. There's obviously a much deeper and more troubling story here. Our social welfare system in Ghana is already in a worrying condition. If this woman ends up being arrested, how exactly is our child protection system supposed to step in to properly care for the child and support the child, especially given how dysfunctional we know the system currently is? The whole situation feels extremely fragile and deeply alarming. From Prince Daniel York.
Okay. Thank you, Prince Daniel York. Another caller is on the telephone lines this morning. Hello. This is TV3 New Day.
Hello?
Yes, good
Hello,
morning.
good morning.
Sir. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. I'm speaking from Takwa. I'm Lawrence.
Okay, Lawrence, let's hear you.
In fact, looking at the situation, in fact, I don't see the woman to be a woman.
Okay.
Because how can you treat a woman being like this? How can you treat your own child? What offense at all? This is too barbaric. It is too barbaric. And I don't know whether this action has been reported to the police. They have to, have some action against it.
Okay.
Instead as a deterrent.
Okay.
You don't even have to punish someone and your own child. Even if it's a thief, you don't treat that person like that. Because the person is a human being.
Okay.
In fact, they have to look at it carefully and know the appropriate action to be taken against the woman. It should be not, they don't have to leave the woman just like that.
Okay.
Else, you don't know what will happen.
All right.
But from the look of things, I think the woman has got some mental disorder. He has got some mental disorder. They have to handle it very well. They don't have to leave it just like that. Most of the time, you hear things of such nature, like you don't hear how it ends. So let us know what they are going to do about this act. It is very barbaric.
All right.
Not this time. So that's my peace of mind.
All right. Thank you for calling us. Thank you, too, for calling us and for spending a few minutes with us this morning. You can also call us and now let's know what your thoughts are. Kweku Menu says the police should step in and punish the woman. The woman is not normal and we shouldn't entertain that. She doesn't need any psychologist at this moment. She needs to be prosecuted. All right. More messages here. Ebenezer Kumado says, I think the mother of the girl needs to be arrested. Kwame Nasiditi says, Ghana police must quickly act in and prosecute the mother immediately. Special wishes to Honorable Charity Gardner Ahafo, Regional Minister. Nick's son says, I don't agree with the fact that people are considering the fact that they want to assess the state of the mind of the woman. Imagine it were to be a father. Would we be here talking about his state of mind? Evelyn Yaku says this is out of frustration from the husband that, well, we don't know that for sure, but of course we do appreciate your comment. Another caller on the line?
Yes.
Yes. Good morning, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, where are you calling us from?
Atadeka.
Sorry? Atadeka?
Atadeka, yeah.
Okay, all right. Emmanuel, talk to us.
Yeah, I will speak please.
Okay, go ahead.
Ebato mameno my stepchild and I say ono anka kini yemuba.
Akwa no wofa aye ne kasa ya na okasa no pay a confirm say eye ne maame according to akwala ne wofa.
Ne maame direct.
Ai sana all ka train.
Enye menye ne kwe. Che ne kwe nso a ebia tibia bia wa famu ana odi nani be aza so akwala no so. Cause mutrim bu akwala see na no honam nsesi.
Okay.
Enti maame no apia tibia bia maame na famu o akwala no ana odi ne go bufuo ede akwala no see. Ti maame mo nja no.
Okay. Ebi muso afra no pay ebi mu say nansen nkwala no omaso ayeden dodo enti ebi o say ye hwe nkwala no so because ebi a we no according to the story, no, or catch any mammy so koto plantain, but ni mammy and peniso. One man in Moabia, and no, we so blame me a colana, and I say, I saw triano, a door sudodo for just this, your friend is saying, Bonia colana yana.
Oh, Bonnie dear, we are then, you say Bonnie, but a palacuma, but the Abana, the Tian, but over Tiana, and Yakwan we see.
Okay.
Your customer for San Capo, which in Sakan, but Umburu to the extent, say, Moja crowd with the China, still cry, and shows like a giant class, still weapon. Okay. Jacolana, I saw in the same colana, I saw in the Opa.
Okay.
But Abana, the Betiam Kakra, by name to the extent, see, how be Germany. And also both sides in Nemo, but my men are Sanko Kuntuna Kuma.
Okay. Yeah, that's yourself, Frey. Thank you.
Well,
so much.
We have a couple of comments, so we'll take those comments quickly before we give it a wrap this morning. We had intended to call a legal practitioner also to have a thorough conversation on the subject regarding what the law really says. But for all intents and purposes, Ishmael Akwa is watching us and says that a truly gruesome moment just to watch a mother beating a child. But importantly, we have to make sure that the law works to ensure parents, guardians, and elders in a household don't continue to abuse children. It's very important that we do this. All right. And so that's coming from Ishmael Akwa, watching us from Tema. And then who says, happy birthday to my son. Ishmael Akwa says, the son, Noel Michael Inshira Kweku Akwa is celebrating the birthday today and says that on a day where my son is celebrating the birthday, this is how somebody else, a child, again, is being abused. What a sad day. Ishmael Akwa, good morning to you. And then Noel Michael Inshira Kweku Akwa, happy birthday to you as well. And Epiphany says that this is quite sad. As an educationist, I find this quite disturbing. Critically, something needs to be done about the current state about this. And then Kwesi Mensah says, very, very soon such people, such people would have to be reined in and then punished. All right. And then Paul is also watching us this morning. Paul, good morning to you. And then says that happy birthday to Ellis Caden Quist. Happy birthday as well. And then Alberto Noretti, who works with the Graphic Communications Group Limited, corresponds in the Volta region, says that the woman must be caged. You do not correct a child by destroying the child, psychologically, especially. Ni Atukwe Kwe also sends a message and says that this is a very bad parent. I think we all agree. Isaac Hughes from Takrady also sends a message. And then Alhaji Jibril of National Security says that the law must work. This is quite sad watching the child, and says good morning to Mr. Peter Mahama and the Director General of the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. And Alhaji Jibril of National Security sending that as well.
Stanley on Facebook has sent in a long one. Let's see if we'll be able to read it before we take a break. Says child abuse in any form should not be tolerated, especially when it involves a parent who is supposed to protect the child. A 12-year-old is still very vulnerable and depends on adults for care and guidance. As a society, we must strengthen education on positive parenting and anger management so parents can learn better ways to discipline children without violence. At the same time, institutions like the Ghana Police Service and the Department of Social Welfare must ensure that such cases are properly investigated and that the child receives protection and counseling. Every child deserves to grow up in a safe and loving environment. Really?
Well, certainly. And Chief Mante, who celebrated their birthday not some few days
it was on the 6th of March.
Happy birthday belated to you, Chief Mante, and says that the woman is not human at all. But that's where our comment section as well as the taking of calls ends this morning before we go for a break. But importantly, we have to tell our viewers about Ramadan.
Well, Ramadan means together with loved ones. Ramadan also means together at iftar. Now, Ramadan means together in spirit, and also Ramadan means that together with Lipton, as you can see here this morning, this season, make every moment better with a warm cup of yellow, Lipton yellow label tea, brewed with love and served with a smile. So share more meals, check up more on loved ones. You do that all the time, and I love that about you. And spend more time in reflection and conversation. This Ramadan, do more with a cup of Lipton tea, because tea is for togetherness. Wishing all of our Muslim brothers and sisters a happy Ramadan. I think it's ending somewhere next week. My brother Rashid tells me it probably will be on Thursday or on Friday, but until then, please make sure that you're sharing a cup of yellow label Lipton tea.
Yeah, and before we go for a break, Emmanuel Okwesi Aqua in Takwa also sends a message and says that I think this goes beyond the act of the child selling the plantain. How many children does the woman have as children, and what did the woman beat? Why did the woman beat her up without escorting the child to where exactly or who she sold the plantain to? And she may also be doing that out of frustration, not from the child alone, but from the husband or her life. I think that we've talked about that. Emmanuel Kwesi Akwa from Takwa giving us our last message. That's why we have to go for a break, right?
Yep, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be here with the big issue.
Alright, listen up. Colgate is on a mission.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
New Colgate Herbal with Salt combines traditional nature's herbs with a pinch of salt and Colgate Science. A natural recipe for strong teeth and healthy gums.
Tasty Tom tomato mix. Kakra. Na ye bebre. Fakakra yang kwani stew dodoa ope.
Tasty Tom dear. It will surely give you value for money. Steak and little is enough to get our desired quantity of stew and soup, and it doesn't color your meat or chicken.
Tasty Tom tomato mix into writing and sada. Into customers bar never.
I don't compromise on the quality of my food. Use Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix. This advert is FDA approved.
The Gynecare syrup aba. Gynecare eboa eyi afichikro emu haw ahodo te se afichikro a emayi de etutusi basabasa ene afichikro mu yaw ahodo ni nyina efiri hokra. Gynecare boa ema atenka akofem no san peja ne mu yie pa. Gynecare boa yema menomu a wanya menopause. Eho haw ahodo te se ohonam a ehyehyew na eyira wo no abufuo atete ene de atete saa no nyina. Gynecare brena sekra edrei enkoda oni mfie edumienu entumi mfabi obenya bi ewo pharmacy license chemical shop ana herbal shop a eben mu pendodo atu a frɛ Iona Pharmacy. Gynecare ebeye wo de FDA ahwehwe adwadie nkratoe mu agye atum se eye.
This is a chance of a lifetime. My opportunity. Your opportunity. Let's build Ghana together.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Migration, opportunity, strategy. In a world where borders are tightening and opportunities are global, knowledge is power. You are warmly invited to the official launch of the Immigration Formula, Rules, Packaging and Strategy, a groundbreaking first immigration law book in Ghana, by Wanda Victor Couture Esquire. This must-read work breaks down the rules behind immigration systems, shows how applications are properly packaged, and reveals the strategic thinking that separates approvals from rejections. Whether you're a professional, student, policymaker, or aspiring migrant, this book equips you to make informed, lawful, and strategic immigration decisions. The book features a powerful foreword by Professor Dr. Larry A. DiMatteo, former editor-in-chief of the American Business Law Journal, and His Lordship Justice Emmanuel Yoni Kulendi, Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana. The program would be chaired by His Lordship Justice Emmanuel Yoni Kulendi, and a UK-based immigration and asylum practitioner, lawyer Ransford Echo, shall be the book reviewer. Please join us on Friday, March 13, 2026 at the Ghana Shippers Authority Ridge, Accra, 4 p.m. prompt. The main aim of this book is to help lawyers and non-lawyers to navigate the complex world of immigration. Get ready to grab a copy of the immigration formula now. Thank you.
Life can be giving it to you with like that, and everything around you will be affected big time. Too many uncertainties and fears. But with the right partner like Empo Life Insurance Ghana, you are sorted. Say kutu, say bam. You get the best healthcare, solid pension trust policies, and the peace of mind to grow your business and focus on what truly matters. Empo Insurance, empowering people.
Got that weekend football feeling? That anticipation? We've got you covered.
From player spotlight to head-to-head starts, our panel will break down the key battles and the players who will decide the matches.
You, the fans, are the heart of the game. So get interactive with us on our socials.
Review and the review.
Catch me up, Alexis Laura, every Tuesday on the GPL Review Show.
And myself, Butala, every Thursday on the GPL Build-Up.
TV3 Talented Kids is back again!
Even bigger and better, we're unveiling a brand new lineup of contestants with exciting, diverse, and mind-blowing abilities from across the country.
For the contestants, Talented Kids is more than a competition. This is a journey of self-discovery, building confidence, resilience, and a platform to grow from young, talented children into tomorrow's professional icons.
Dial *713, *13# or download the MG Reality app to vote for your favorite contestant.
Talented Kids, free to play.
Talented Kids Season 17 shows Sunday at 5 p.m. on TV3. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo,
Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation.
Give them the other. Give them the other. We're back on your screens every Friday, 8 p.m. and it's Showbiz 360 live. I'm feeling tonight. This is where you catch up on everything you've missed in the world of show business, interesting conversations with your favorite personalities and celebrities. And of course, the promising ones, the upcoming ones, the one who say, hello, shout out to my fans, even though you don't have any. Yaraza, right here.
Me too, Suswako to swimming pool. You need to sober hair body salt.
I cannot wait. Good. That's what I'm talking about.
Showbiz 360 now shows on Fridays at 8 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by Johnny Walker.
I want to kiss him.
Bring to a powerful juju man to kill whoever stole his mind.
I want to stay awake
from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. for the rest of my life.
Get ready for the most shocking and heartfelt revelations on TV. Join Miss Nancy, your trusted host, as she dives deep into the untold stories and hidden truths of everyday people.
Life, it's just a simple thing. The Bible says that a man's household will be his own enemy.
Navigate the complexities of every confession, from heartbreak to breakthroughs. Witness every twist and turn. Confessions, where your story is safe with us.
Confessions now shows on Saturdays at 10 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by MTN.
Talk because I already know everything now.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
I think that it's better that you talk to me because otherwise I'm going to call the police.
Malu,
and you know
it was Amora. She forced me to switch the results.
They grew up together, but the world tore them apart.
What did you do to Gianni?
Don't go in there.
Murderer!
God knows that I didn't mean to kill her, but I killed Gianni.
I'm gonna kill you.
Now fate will bring them back, but not without a fight. Love, betrayal, and a past that won't stay buried.
I didn't do anything, man. I didn't do anything.
You tried to kill my wife.
You're crazy, man.
Beto, what are you doing? Stop it. Are you crazy?
3 hearts, 1 destiny. Who will win when love gets tangled?
Tangled Hearts shows Monday to Thursday at 8 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by Deluxy Acrylic Paint.
Nero Prime Water. Trust in every drop.
TV3 Talented Kids is back again!
Even bigger and better, we're unveiling a brand new lineup of contestants with exciting, diverse, and mind-blowing abilities from across the country.
For the contestants, Talented Kids is more than a competition. This is a journey of self-discovery, building confidence, resilience, and a platform to grow from young, talented children into tomorrow's professional icons.
Dial *713 *13# or download the MG Reality app to vote for your favorite contestant.
Talented Kids, free to play.
Talented Kids Season 17 shows Sunday at 5 p.m. on TV3. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo,
Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation.
You're welcome back. You're welcome back. We're live. You're watching TV3 New Day. It's now time for big issues. And during this segment, we discuss the major news trending stories making the rounds, the matters which you need to know about, which we are already talking about. We go into further detail and we bring you all of that information live during this segment. You are always welcome to be a part of our conversation on this segment. All you have to do is go to our Facebook feed, click on the live, so you'd see what's happening now on TV. Go to the comment section and put in your thoughts, your comments, contributions, or questions. We're happy to carry them live on air for you. Big Issues is sponsored by the University of Gold Coast. University of Gold Coast as our sponsor for Big Issues this morning and every morning on TV3 New Day. Now this morning we're going to go into two of the major issues making the rounds. The first of which is the COSAC strike, which started yesterday. The Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana embarked on a strike, began yesterday, the 9th of March. And among other things, the reason they are going on the strike is because of certain unresolved conditions of service. They say that they've been trying to speak to the government on certain agreements which have previously been made. they have not been able to do this successfully. And so starting yesterday, the strike began. And the strike, they say, is indefinite. We're expecting the strike to affect ministries, departments and agencies, local government offices, and more. We're going to go into the matter. We'll be speaking to the General Secretary of CLOCSAG. And if you are a member of CLOCSAG, we would love to hear from you. Please leave your messages in the comments box below under our live feed. We're also going to be talking about that ban on land transit of certain specific goods, including cooking oil, rice, spaghetti, pasta, pharmaceutical products, and more. Even though sea transit is still operational and allowed, there's a ban on land transit. We're going to be talking about how it affects our local trade, our economic relations with our other ECOWAS countries, and more. So we're going to go into all of that and more. Keep your messages coming in. In studio already, some of my guests are here and seated. Our former Greater Accra Regional Minister is here. Mr. Glover, great to have you, Honorable.
My name is Titus Glover.
Glover is the last name. It's a compound name. Oh, so Titus is not your first name.
My first name is Daniel.
Right.
And my middle name is Nikwate.
Yeah.
And my surname is Titus Glover.
So the Titus always goes with the Glover.
And my Muslim name is Abdulaziz.
Abdulaziz. I like your Muslim name.
Thank you.
Have you converted?
Yeah, way back. I recall during my teens.
During your teens?
When I was playing coach football in Tema.
I see.
Between 1979 to 81.
I beg your pardon? 1979?
Yeah, I was 13 years.
You were playing football?
Yes,
1979.
Yes, I was 13 years.
Wow.
So I had a friend from
your
town, Teshi.
From Teshi?
Yes, he was a Muslim.
Okay.
He converted me. And he gave me names. He gave me Mohammed, Abdulaziz, and Idrisu. So I chose the Abdulaziz.
He asked you to choose one?
Why? Because Great Olympics then had a player called Abdulaziz. He was a great footballer and I loved him so much. So I chose Abdulaziz. But that was short-lived because my dad didn't want me to be a Muslim. So I stopped. So just a couple of, a month or two.
So you practiced Islam for a month?
For a month. At the maximum of 5 weeks.
When you were about 13 years old?
No, 15, I think 15.
That's very bold for a teenager.
Yeah, but that stopped me one time.
So you're back to practicing Christianity?
I'm a Christian.
Okay.
I fellowship with Full Gospel Church.
Okay.
Tema.
So can I still call you Abdulaziz?
I don't mind.
All right.
I don't mind. My Muslim friends call me Abdulaziz.
Okay. All right. Also in studio this morning, Abbas Nuruddin is here.
He's a typical Muslim.
He's a private legal practitioner. He's a typical Muslim.
Yes.
And also the CEO of the Social Investment Fund. Good morning.
Good morning, Nah.
Great to have you.
Good to see you too.
And how are you?
Not bad. So far, I would say so very good. And let me use this opportunity to say Ramadan Kareem. Ramadan is in the final leg, where a lot of Muslims will be doing the itikaf, where they confine themselves in the mosque for 10 years.
10 days?
10 days for prayers and all of that. And what they call Laylatul Qadr will also commence within the last 10 days. So we urge all our Muslim brothers to finish hard, and may the values and the spiritual closeness we have attained with our Maker during this period of religious service abide with us now and forevermore.
Are you going to be participating in the confinement as well?
Not necessarily. The confinement is optional.
Okay.
So due to our schedule, we probably may not be able to do it. But there are other forms that we would definitely partake.
What did you say it's called, the confinement?
Itikaf.
Itikaf?
Yeah, itikaf.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, where Muslims confine themselves for 10 solid days.
I see.
The only time you see them going out is probably to attend to nature's call. They come back, they recite the Quran, they prep themselves for some special religious communication with Almighty Allah. And it's one particular feature of Ramadan that bears a lot of blessings and brings a lot of good tidings.
I see. How many days do we have left?
I think it's 9 days. For some, it's 9. For some,
depending
it's 8.
on the day you started.
They started.
I've recently been learning a lot about about Islam. Anyway,
it's a beautiful religion. You know?
It is. It is. It is. It is. But you are not allowing non-Muslims to visit Mecca. Well, we'll get into.
Non-Muslims do,
but not during not during the pilgrimage.
But I don't think being a Muslim is an eligibility criteria to perform Hajj. Because at the end of the day...
Really?
No, I don't think so.
The first time I'm hearing that.
No, I don't think so. Because all you need to perform Hajj or Umrah is your passport and the visa.
The first time I'm hearing that.
And on that, your religious affiliation is not stated. So I don't think you... And most of the people that go to Mecca or do Umrah are not practicing Muslim as such.
Okay.
So being a Muslim, I don't think
it's not a prerequisite.
It's a prerequisite to go to Hajj.
Interesting. I see. Well, all the best with
Even
the remaining
though people
days
may wonder why a non-Muslim may want to...
Curiosity.
My
journalistic curiosity has gotten the better of me.
If you are so keen about it, we can probably facilitate it.
We shall talk about it.
Okay.
All right. So, thank you for those insights. But back to that matter, we're going to begin our conversation this morning on the COGSAG strike. And I'd like us to take a look at this video of the General Secretary yesterday speaking about why the strike is necessary. He would also be joining us on the phone lines to give us some further insights. Let's take a look.
Pharaoh is going back to consult with government and get back to us.
And you are satisfied with that?
Yeah, we are satisfied with it now.
They are going to consult government in what way? Because this is a finalized something, concluded and ready to be implemented.
Well, I cannot give you further details. All I can tell you is that Pharaoh is going to consult government and get back to us. So we are waiting. As at now, National Executive Council has not suspended the strike.
Have you considered the impact of your strike nationwide? Because people are complaining the weight and the gravity of your strike.
The people should also consider the impact on our pockets. Our children are being thrown out of school. We are having issues with our spouses. And now it used to be the case that civil servants are held in high esteem, but we are highly demoralized. So they should going back to consult with government and get back to us.
And you are satisfied with that?
Yeah, we are satisfied with it now.
They are going to consult government in what way? Because this is a finalized something, concluded and ready to be implemented.
Well, I cannot give you further details. All I can tell you is that Pharaoh is going to consult government and get back to us. So we are waiting. As at now, National Executive Council has not suspended the strike.
Have you considered the impact of your strike nationwide? Because people are complaining the weight and the gravity of your strike.
The people should also consider the impact on our pockets. Our children are being thrown out of school. We are having issues with our spouses. And now it used to be the case that civil servants are held in high esteem, but we are highly demoralized. So they should also...
All right, that was General Secretary of COGSAG, Mr. Isaac Bampoado, speaking there. And we've been joined in the studio by private legal practitioner Austin Bracco Powers. Good morning, sir. Great to have you. You're welcome.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. And I saw that you three gentlemen were giggling a little bit when the journalist asked the General Secretary if he has considered the impact of the strike on us as a nation. And he said you should consider the impact on our pockets. And he goes on to talk about their wives at home complaining about, money matters and children being kicked out of school. Oftentimes, when matters of strike come up and we discuss it, we first consider the impact on the nation. And, local government work is very important work. Ministries, departments, and agencies will all be affected by the strike. And knowing that is indefinite, that is a problem. But he also invites us to consider the impact on them, their pockets and their homes and so on. How does all of this strike you, especially at this time? It's a little early in this government to see strikes of this nature? I'll start with you, Mr. Titus Glover.
Thank you very much, Nashoko. It's been a long time since I came to the studio.
Very long.
Almost 2 years plus. And good morning to your viewers, your very good self, my brother Nuruddin, and counsel. In fact, one quick observation was in the waiting area, I realized that one of my great shows is not being aired anymore. That is the Johnny's Bite.
Oh, Johnny's Bite took a break.
So you need to bring it back.
Yes, please.
Because it's a good show that really tells us what is going on around the country so that policymakers, government will set up and make sure they correct some of these ills in our society. So whatever you've put it in the code, bring it out.
Yes, please.
So that Johnny can come back to the show and tell us what is going on. So please, that is one observation. Number two, during Raymond and Kadishan's discussion on the little girl who was beaten by the mother, it's a social issue that I thought that we could have a bite on it.
Yes, we may.
I don't like the situation where I don't know what kind of pressure the mother is going through, and the fact that your daughter has gone out to sell a plantain, and for them, I saw it on the Ghana Tonight last night, and I was a bit so livid, totally livid.
It's a girl.
I don't know exactly.
She was whipped by
what
her
the mother was going through. I don't know if she's a cocoa farmer or I don't know, thinking about her money or something. But far from that, what should warrant such an excessive lashing? A child that you carried for 9 months, and you could visit such. I'm not happy about it. So I'm sure the matter is before the police.
Yes.
And they need to make sure that the law works to serve as a deterrent, so that parents who can take their children through such discipline can be checked, because it's not the best for us.
Yeah.
Going forward, by training, I've been a unionist the past 34 years. I started my union activity with the Industrial and Commercial Workers Union, ICU. And before a strike takes off, a lot of discussions goes on. It gets to the crunch before the union can come up with a strike action. And when it happens like this, we only see the impact of the strike without looking at what the unions are also demanding for. I recall whilst in office as a regional minister, I experienced one of them. There were few issues that they had with government at the time. That was in 2024. But that matter was looked into. It's about some of their monies that they need to be paid to them and all that. But hey, yes, they have a case. For the past 1 year, no resolution has been arrived at. And for no matter, they felt that the only way the government can listen to them is to strike. I believe that they should continue to dialogue. The Minister for Employment, that is my senior, Honorable Rashid Prepu, and the Finance Minister, in fact, the backstops to the Finance Minister, when they were preparing the 2026 budget, did they factor all these costs into the budget? If they did not, it is going to be very serious for government to meet this commitment of the union. But if indeed it was captured in the budget, I don't see why government should not listen to the unions. As of now, they've not been able to tell us the detail of their demands, so at least we can have a good conversation.
We'll be joined by the General Secretary and he'll give us more information, but it appears from the information they've put out so far that they are not able to even dialogue with government. So they say that they have been trying to dialogue with government to bring this conversation or these discussions to an end. So
why is the government staying away? Because the best way of resolving the problem is dialoguing.
Well,
So if
the
one
National
party is
Labour
ready-
Commission has invited them to, forget about the strike and resume work. They've actually issued out some order of sorts. directing the association to come back
So
suspend the
yes,
strike.
As a referee, the Labour Commission can compel them to go back to work. But if your demands are not met, they will come back to the strike. The bottom line is that why is government not coming to sit with them to dialogue? They should come.
Yes, so that's what I was saying. The National
come.
Labour Commission is inviting them to suspend the strike and resume negotiations.
So in 2025, the whole of 2025, what happened? They were discussing this matter, isn't it? So why was government not listening to them? You only wait when they strike before the Labour Commission comes in. Hey guys, cool down and let's get together. I have no problem. But I think that it is high time government take labour matters seriously.
Okay.
You understand?
You don't think we're taking it seriously?
Absolutely. If you take them seriously, we wouldn't reach where we are now. If you have issues, come. Raise the issues. Oh, we have this challenge, A, B, C, D. Can you give us some time? They are human beings. They can listen to you. If 2025 have passed, you didn't tell them anything. Today is what? 10th of March. And they gave notices of their strike. And they are making efforts to reach government. The finance minister, the employment minister are not making any availability. What's going to happen? So I think that, look, the two of them, the labor minister, the finance minister, together with the Labour Commission, must sit and go into the matter. They are human beings. In every negotiation, nobody wins. It's a win-win. When you take an entrenched position, you all move into the middle and make sure that at least you satisfy each other. Nobody wins in the negotiations. Because what you want at the table, you don't get it. So it's a matter of compromising here and there. You come to middle grounds and you get what you want, then you move on. Okay. So the subsequent years, you build on what you have. But if there's no sign of government meeting, I can tell you, the strike can go on.
Austin, are we taking labor issues seriously as a country?
I think the ongoing strike, in fact, indicates, it gives you the answer you want, that we haven't treated labor issues seriously. And I'm not sure it started in this term. So in this term, I mean that they didn't start in this regime. But the question is, what are the issues? So Clocksack is saying they signed 2 memoranda of understanding for a salary hike. And I'm troubled that 6 years down the line, very little progress has been made. Mind you, during the Nana Akufo-Addo administration, they promised to implement the salary structure, or to implement the agreement on January 1st, 2025.
Okay.
And what happened? So the current disruption, the previous administration is partly to be blamed.
But they were not in government at the time. Or you said that
January
1st.
Exactly.
Okay, that was just before.
Exactly. When they were preparing, the agreement was signed in 2019, and they postponed the implementation.
To be implemented in 2025.
Exactly. You get it. And they agreed, and they gave assurance to the labor union, Clocksack, and its members that they were going to implement it on the 1st of January 2025. Were they not empowered then? When they were preparing the 3-month budget to cater for the transition period, why didn't they factor it? Now, these are legitimate concerns we should be asking them. Why didn't they factor that? Because you agreed, you signed the MOU with the labor unions, with Clocksack. You agreed voluntarily. They didn't compel you, they didn't force you. So you had a fine opportunity to implement the agreement, and you didn't do that. So I'm saying that the previous administration is partly to be blamed for the disruption that we are witnessing.
But nothing prevents the current government. I mean, government is supposed to be a continuum. Nothing prevents the current government from implementing agreements which were arrived by the previous government.
Now, that said, I believe the current government cannot be dodgy, and like you well put it, cannot vary or suspend the agreement. Because I am well minded that an agreement of this nature with significant fiscal burden or implications will definitely be discussed during the transition briefing between administrations. So this government was well aware that they had an outstanding obligation to HANA. No? But it appears this government also didn't budget for it, because I don't think if the demands of Clocksack had found expression in the budget, they wouldn't have gone on the strike. The government would be thinking about rolling out. And when you listen to the narrative, Clocksack is saying that during the previous administration, the agreement was implemented selectively. I don't know if that came to your attention.
No.
They said the former finance minister implemented the agreement selectively, particularly in his ministry. I cannot readily...
So his ministry benefits from the new agreement?
Yes, that is the narrative, that some people benefited from the agreement, which was selectively implemented by the previous administration. But holistically, the entire membership of Clocksack, or let me say a significant section of Clocksack members are not benefiting from.
But this is not something we have evidence
No,
of.
that's what I'm saying, that it's part of the narrative Clocksack is putting out.
Okay.
But I cannot independently verify unless we get the ministry.
You'll be joined on air.
Even the only institution to verify is the Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance to confirm if indeed some members benefited from the salary hike. The thing is that legally speaking, MOU, we know the MOU is non-binding. You get it, MOU non-binding. But I believe that where there are definitive obligations or definite obligations, their government or the other party, the breaching party, can be held liable. You get it? Because the thing is that it doesn't matter the title or what the agreement is called. So long as there are some provisions or statements that indeed give evidence to the fact that the parties intend to be bound by the agreement, then one party, the innocent party, can enforce it. I think it is high time some of these labor unions begin to enforce some of these agreements, because
what are the options available to them in terms of enforcement beyond strike?
That's what I'm saying.
What can they do?
No, that's what I'm saying. They should be able to. This is an agreement.
So how can they enforce?
That's what I'm saying, that they should resort to court and enforce some of these agreements, because I have not seen that pattern. The only thing I've been looking at or I've been seeing is strike. Today strike, tomorrow strike, to compel the government to do. But they should understand that an MOU, even though non-binding, when there are provisions that are definite, that provides definite obligations, they can be enforced.
So they should sue the government.
That is who signed the agreement with you? You should sue the institution that signed the agreement with you. That's what you should do. Because the thing is that they need to enforce some of these agreements, because the repetitive nature of deferring implementation for the succeeding government to implement it is becoming one too many. Because one government will reach an agreement with the labor union, knowing they do not have the financial wherewithal to implement it, then they cripple the succeeding government, giving them a burden to deal with. So now I'm saying that the labor unions must begin to enforce some of these agreements in court. You get it?
Is it practical?
Yes, that's what I'm saying that now. That's what I'm saying that if the MOU means an obligation, a definite obligation, you must sue under it.
I'm just trying to see the practicality of this. So Clocksack
it should be possible
to court against Ministry of Finance.
The party that signed the agreement. It should be possible.
Okay.
You see, it should be possible.
I see. Has this happened in the past ever?
That's what I'm saying, that they have not done that before.
So they should test the law.
Yes, they should begin to do that. Because I've not seen the MOU, but I'm saying that if the MOU contains some definite obligations, it means that the parties intend to be bound by the content, and they must enforce it. And now, Tatos was talking about the National Labour Commission. I think it's one institution that is really damaged in this country.
Damaged?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because the NLC can call striking labor unions to go back to the negotiation table, and they will say, we won't go. We won't go. Do whatever, do your worst. Nah, we won't go, do your worst. I'm saying that we need to be able to give the Labor Commission an authority to command, in fact, striking workers to resort to negotiation.
That's what they've done. They've issued a directive ordering them to return and resume.
It doesn't end anywhere. Clocksack said they won't listen to them.
They also issued a directive to
Clocksack said they won't listen to them.
To disregard NLC.
And Clocksack is not the only labor union to have done this. Previously, they've been doing it.
So the labor union is powerless.
No, NLC,
the Labour Commission is powerless.
NLC is powerless. Because NLC will say go back. They will say we won't go back. The NLC will go to the High Court to seek enforcement.
But does the NLC really, is the NLC seized with the powers to be able to issue out such an order, so to speak, asking a striking union, irrespective of the fact that their concerns have not been listened to, the negotiations or conditions of service which have been agreed have not been satisfied? Does the NLC have the power? Are they seized with the power to be able to issue out such an order that the union go back to work or resume negotiations?
Now, as part of its mandate, you know, NLC was created by the Labour Act 2003, Act 651, particularly Section 135. So as part of their functions, NLC, under Section 104, can tell striking parties to go back to negotiation.
Okay.
And when they fail, the only means of enforcing is to go to court to enforce their decision.
To compel them to go back to work.
To listen. But one too many now we see when even the court makes a definite order, these labor unions will still be dodgy. So I'm saying that we should be able to review the NLC powers. Let's give them the authority to command striking labor unions to go back to the negotiation to be go down. Today, apart from this dispute between employees and employers, NLC has not been able to stamp its authority when it comes to striking, striking labor unions.
Well, there are conditions of service which apparently has been agreed, has not been implemented. I am trying to see the practicality of compelling the union to go back to work when, on the one hand, the agreement which they say they have come to with government has not been implemented. We listen to the raw problems they talk about. Their children are being thrown out of school.
Yes,
their spouses are complaining at home. They are unhappy. In fact, they say the honor that surrounds working in this, being a local government worker or a member of COGSAG is beginning to it's been watered down, and so they are unhappy. So I'm trying to see the practicality of the NLC being able to compel them to go back to work. Well, they have said disregard the directive by the NLC.
Oh, yes.
We are not going back to work. But
which I find very, very disturbing.
Yeah. Let me come to Abbas Nuruddin. How does all of this strike you?
Well, like Bracknell said, this labor agitations are some of the undesirable legacies that the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government bequeathed to the John Mahama administration, because the whole of these agitations are based on 2 MOUs signed in 2019. Now, that is very instructive. The basis of this whole agitation was based on a negotiated agreement on salary structure and conditions of service of CLOSAC members in 2019. And how that whole negotiated agreement was put in abeyance for 6 years, only for members of CLOSAC to rise 1 year in the tenure of the NDC government, is what surprises me. Because the NDC government came in at the time that our economy was in a total mess. We had been crowded out of the international capital market. We had been restricted from going on the domestic market to issue bonds. the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia government has saddled us with a debt obligation of 280 billion in 4 years, from 2025 to 2028, that we are currently grappling with. We are reeling under an IMF program that seemed to have cut a lot of government expenditure. So I think the strike is born out of bad faith, especially so when the incoming administration has shown good faith.
On the part of
has shown good faith to all these labor unions. For the first time in 2025, we had President Mahama go to sit with all these labor unions and open the books to them that this is what we came to meet. There is no way we can provide what you are demanding under the present circumstances. So we would ask you to bid your time. We would ask you to let government roll out its policies and probably roll back the economic consequences of the policies of the Akufo-Addo government. Some of them accepted, but those at the Nurses and Midwifery Council declared a strike on a negotiated agreement in 2019. So for the labor unions to agree to put all these agreements on hold for 6 years, only to come back at it 1 year in the NDC administration is a bit worrying. But I think whatever the situation is, like Uncle Titus said, we must always choose dialogue. We must always choose due process, because labor agitations are regulated by the Labor Act, where an elaborate dispute resolution mechanism has been put in place, where it is clearly stated that labor unions cannot just by a wave of a pen go on strike. They must go negotiate with government. When negotiation fails, they do mediation. After mediation, they do arbitration. It is all after all these dispute resolution mechanisms have been exhausted that you can resort to a strike action. Has all of these been exhausted? And also per section. Yes, insofar as the labor unions are saying government is not willing to agree on an implementation plan on an already agreed, then it means there seem to be some dispute here and there. But what the labor union must know is that government cannot give what it does not have. Under our present circumstances, under the IMF conditionalities, where a lot of the government seem not to have a lot of fiscal space, some of the demands cannot be met in the short to medium term.
But Abbas, does this look to you like a fiscal problem or a communication problem? Because from what they tell us, they are not even able to come to the negotiation table. They are not hearing back. They have been ignored, so to speak.
You know, all these labor agitations are mediated by the labor union, which is a state institution. So if the labor union has asked you to abandon your strike and come to the negotiation table with government, and you say you are not hearing from government, I wonder what that means. Because the labor union is one of the agencies under the Ministry of Labor and Employment.
You're referring to the National Labor Commission.
The National Labor Commission is an agency under the Ministry of Labor. So I think their concerns are legitimate. Everybody deserves better conditions of service, but the demand for better condition of service must be situated within the prevailing economic conditions at the time. Like I said, under the current circumstances, the fiscal space is so tight that pushing in some of these conditions of service will throw the economic gains we have made off gear, and we may get back to those days where inflation went to 56%, where interest rate was hovering around 28% and all of that. So like I said, the concerns are legitimate, the demands are fair, but government, under the current circumstances, is unable to honor all those demands at a go. And if they were able to wait for 6 years, give the MPP government that long reprieve of 5 years, I think they should be. It is only fair that they give the Mahama administration at least a bit of time to resolve the issues. I think.
You don't. I
think.
Why can they not be told
I
or
think the
spoken to about
NDC government has not closed the communication loop. I shudder to think that is the case. Like I said, for the first time, we had a sitting president went to meet this labor union. That was less than a year ago, and since then, the Minister of Labor, Mr. Rashid Pepo, and the Labor Commission has been engaging them. But sometimes when the demands cannot be met, then there is this belief that government is trying to be dodgy, government is not being forthright with labor unions. The economy has shown signs of recovery as a result of the good policies this government has put in place. Now inflation is around 3.8%. Our GDP has grown from about 86 billion to 131 billion. The interest rate is at an all-time low. So gradually, as the economy recovers, as government is able to rake in more revenue, as government prepares to leave the IMF conditionalities, as more means of revenue mobilization becomes available to government, government will look at the demands being made by labor and look at those that can immediately be accommodated within the fiscal space, make those provisions, and then labor will be all the best for it. So all I am saying is that we agree with labor. We don't have any dispute with the demands they are making. But like I said, government cannot give what it does not have. Government will put the necessary measures in place to ensure an incremental implementation, a wholesale implementation of those negotiated demands will collapse the economy and will open the Pandora's box for all the other unions to also come with those demands. So dialogue is the way to go. We urge CLOSAC to call up the action and return to work. The labor union has said.
You see, you've spoken time and time again about dialogue, but then the CLOSAC is also talking about the fact that since they put out the notice, they have not received any communication from government. They have not been communicated to.
But I'm surprised when they say the government has closed all communication with them, because I'm well aware that the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission met them.
I'll come back to you, Austin.
Okay.
Austin Game has been on the phone with us for a while now. So I beg your pardon. No, Austin Game is with us now. Mr. Bampo, we are still trying to raise him on the phone lines. He's very busy this morning, as you can imagine. I'm sure he's having to speak to many platforms this morning. But our labor expert, Austin Game, has just joined us. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Austin Game. Can you kindly unmute your microphone for us?
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Great to have you. Thank you for joining us. And if you could also...
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you. You could kindly turn down the volume on your TV set. We're getting some feedback in studio.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm hearing you, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you too, but if you could turn down the volume on your TV set so we don't hear the feedback in the studio, that would be great. But while you do that, CLOSAC have commenced their strike. They say it's indefinite and it started yesterday. The National Labour Commission has issued out a directive of sorts asking them to suspend the strike and come back to the negotiation table. But their leadership have told their members to disregard the directive by the National Labour Commission and continue on the strike. So as of yesterday, all of their workers, so far as we have been made aware today, did not go to work, and they are not going today too. How does all of this strike you?
Well, thank you. And thank you for your panelists who are there with you. To be honest with you, it is it lies within the right of a union to go on strike if they feel strong about something, but based on the principles as in the Labour Act 651, you can then go. Unfortunately, in this circumstance, they've not been able to apply the rules as should be the case. That said, the employer can, go out of the way to engage them, which I think they have done. I've been following both parties very closely, and I do know that apart from the fact that the National Labour Commission invited them to stop the action and prepare to attend unto them tomorrow, Wednesday, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission held a meeting with them yesterday, and both parties concluded and agreed that Fair Wages will go and consult his principal and return to table. That means something is going on, and so if they are actually negotiating in good faith, as Section 97 enjoins them to do, they should have called off the strike this morning, but they are holding on to it because they think that is the way. And that's the spirit in Ghana here, where, unions normally would want to compel an employer by way of forcing them or compelling them to yield to what they want. And that creates problem for the generality of the economy. Yesterday, government suffered it. Today, government is suffering it. I think that we don't need to continue from that tangent. I've listened to your panelists. I do know them, and I want to say that they've well spoken, but the NLC is fully clothed with power. When the NLC invites you, it has the authority as a high court inviting you. So if you fail to attend onto that call, then you are in contempt of the court. And I'm sure tomorrow when they appear there, because they've been formally invited to come, and when they get there, they'll be told what they are doing is wrong. And if they fail, assuming they objected the Fair Wages call to stop, they objected to NLC's call. The NLC don't need them. They will go to the court straight, even in an ex parte approach, and get them to the main court, because the NLC is not a court. The NLC is authorized by the law to compel people to attend unto them. But if you fail to respond positively to what they tell you, then they will go to court, even by ex parte, and compel you to go back to work whilst negotiation continues. That's how it's supposed to be.
Now, what about the genuine concerns of the CLOCSAC and their members? From all of their communications, it appears this agreement was reached sometime in 2019. It's not new. It's taken too long. They have problems with their spouses at home. Their children are being thrown out of school. Their conditions of service, they say, is not something that is so extraordinary that they're asking for, and that they have basically not been treated well. So the question about whether or not they are negotiating in good faith is what I want you to speak on. Their problems are real, and it's just taking about 6 years, and they still have not been able to receive what has been agreed per an agreement which took place in 2019. Can we say they're not negotiating in good faith at this point if they've waited all these years?
Well, I appreciate the concern they have, and I want to say that I support them making effort by asking the employer to discuss or dialogue with them in respect of what they've negotiated for way back 2019. So why now trying to drive it the way they are driving it? I think that the way forward is to engage. And the body, the National Labour Commission, is not an agency of the Ministry of Employment. Let me repeat that. The National Labour Commission is a tripartite body voluntarily put together by the tripartite body made up of the unions, including CROSAG, including Employers Association and government. And this tripartite body is completely independent. In fact, they appear before Parliament to make a case for their own budget. They are not represented by the Ministry of Employment. The chairman of the commission is the baby of the labor unions and Employers Association. Government, represented by the president, only put them, swear them into office. So the commission is clothed with supreme authority to do what is appropriate by way of getting even private mediators, private arbitrators, facilitators to assist parties in resolving their differences if it becomes a major dispute, and so forth and so on. And even a compelling arbitration under 164 when it becomes very necessary. The whole process, CROSAG did not go through it well. They didn't even go through it at all. And this has been the way forward many years ago. So I think that if we are to enjoy industrial relations, which is just like marriage, then we must humble ourselves to learn the art and science of how to negotiate and how to go about representing ourselves and those we represented at various, places. But in this case, they have failed to go by it because they have to giving notice in the media is not akin to formally lodging a complaint to your employer and the National Labour Commission. Then you begin to count 7 days according to the law. Both 159 and 160 give them authority that should the employer go around the subject matter the way you don't like it, you have the right to go on strike only on condition that you must give the employer and the NLC 7 clear days notice. At the expiration of the 7th day, should the NLC not invite both of you, which you must obey, and you respond and they compel both of you to negotiate under the supervision of the NLC, or you engage a private person to mediate or arbitrate, or the Labour Commission will go through a compulsory arbitration under 164. So every legitimate approach has been properly strengthened in the Labour Act 651 to give workers and employers opportunity to resolve their differences. So I don't see the reason why they should be doing what they are doing. And I'm sure Titus is with you there. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He can confirm it. There is no other way anybody, whether from any law court or from any place, will do anything contrary to this law. But we are misbehaving too much in the country in respect of how to apply the law. That's the problem.
We are misbehaving. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Austin Game. If you don't have to go, I'll be glad if you just stay with us just for a little while. We'll come back to you. Mr. Titus Glover.
Yes, thank you very much for my senior and my uncle, Austin Game. Both Nuruddin and Council were saying that the problem should fall flat on the feet of the ex-MPP government. What I know is that every successive government, you are bequeathed with both assets and liabilities. An MPP government that bequeathed you with a GDP growth of 82 billion, far better than your 56 billion that you left in 2016. A government that gave you a reserve, internal reserve of $9 billion. A government that bequeathed you with a gold reserve from 8 in Nkrumah's era, 8 tons to 30.3 tons. As we speak now, almost 18 tons is gone. We don't even know who bought them. So when you succeed as government, practically you inherit both assets and liabilities. The bottom line we are discussing here this morning is an inability of the Minister of Finance and the Labour Minister to engage the unions. Nuruddin gave an example that in early 2025, the president made the unions and he gave them 10%. We agree. The Labour Commission mandate is to mediate between the two parties. That is his mandate. As to what can be paid, does not fall within the Labour Commission. Why are they running away? If you have a genuine concern, come, sit with the union. These are challenges. We think we can meet you this way. Can you have some time? That makes that you are making some progress. But you are running away from the union. And I just checked, and my uncle was saying that some notice was not given, if I heard him well. But the National Executive Committee of CLOSAC on the 19th of February this year gave notice. They went further again on the 5th of March to issue circulars directing their members to stand by for this strike. So at least some notice has been given to the National Labour Commission. Where was the two ministers, the employment and the finance minister? Because you did not factor it in your budget. You didn't do it because you've not been able to sit with them. If indeed you have met them, there should be some resolution. Oh, we cannot give you 1, 2, 3. We can afford this. Then you factor it in your budget. They are running away because it is not in their budget. So when they meet the union, there is no commitment to give them. So I think that to resolve this matter, the finance minister, including the employment minister, must sit down and trust issues in the presence of the Labour Commission, because it's just an arbiter.
Why did the NPP government not implement this agreement before exiting office? Because the agreement was reached in 2019. We are in 2026. Why was the implementation not done?
You recall the challenges that we went through in 2021. You and I mean, we can't hide it. There was a difficult, tough time, economic decision at the time. So there was no room to accommodate that arrangement in the scheme of things. That was the major reason I can give you to the reason why we could not be able to do it. But because we put all structures in place, and even the IMF report tells us that post-2024, things will begin to fall in shape. If we had come back, we'll have implemented it. But the decision at the time, the economic decision we're facing, was not even able for us to factor us to make sure we give them all those things that they were looking for. But in other words,
it's not things they were looking for, it's an agreement which you had reached with them.
That is why I'm saying, that yes, there was an agreement. We were committed to the agreement. But from 2021, when the COVID struck, there was no room to make an arrangement for all these
Would
things.
you say that successive governments prioritize the needs of these unions? And this is not a question directed at NPP or NDC. Just
I can say yes,
as a
I can say no.
Do we take them seriously?
Because we do. But you see, sometimes when we are hit with certain exogenous factors, it makes it very difficult for you to implement some of these things. But what is important is to engage the union and say, look, guys, these are my challenges. That alone is a sign of respect that you are giving to the unions. Notwithstanding that, increment that we're supposed to give them, we continue to give them. But the other conditions that we were not able to meet them because of the challenges that came before us at the time. So that's what I want to say. So I will implore on the two ministers, together with the Labour Commission, to meet the union and let's open the discussion. And I believe the dialogue is the best way to go.
Dialogue is the best way to go. All right. Let me read some few messages and then I'll come to you about some of your messages coming in. Good morning. Now, I regret to have to point out that CLOSAC strike is a violation of the Labour Act in as far as the declaration did not satisfy essential provisions necessary to address their grievances. In particular, when CLOSAC is under a legal obligation to have notified their employer as well as the National Labour Commission in writing at least 7 days prior to the intended action. The Labour Act 2003 is a legislation of enlightened compromise. And institutions established in accordance with the law must be respected to deliver on their mandate. And this is from Seth Abloso, Labour Consultants. Thank you, Seth, for sending that in. I read a couple more messages. Good morning, Na and the team. All that's going on just tells me that workers in Ghana will suffer for a long time. Every government comes and expects another government to come and implement agreements. It's a sad day in Ghana. We should all consider entrepreneurship. All right. And Now, please explain to the labor unions that we are okay. All right. I don't think I should read the rest of your message, but thank you for sending that in. All right. I'll come back to the messages in a moment, but let me come to you, Abbas.
Well, I think Senior Austin Game has done justice to the issues, and there is no need belaboring the point. But the question that is running through social media is why would the labor unions put the negotiated settlement on hold for 5 years and only come back at it now? When Mr. Titus Glover was speaking, he alluded to the difficulties they went through in 2021. But in 2021, the government had not gone to IMF. So the government has that fiscal flexibility to accommodate these labor demands. Even then, you did not do it. How much more now that we are under an IMF program where there are a lot of bottlenecks as to what government can do by way of expenditure. So I think the demands are legitimate. I don't want to dwell so much on the illegality of the strike because clearly we are dealing with human emotions. But I think insofar as they want to press their demands, they must always operate within the realms of legality. That way, where you also feel hard done by, you can fall on the same legal processes to vindicate your right. But if right from the get-go you begin to act lawless, it becomes very difficult when later you want to explore some of these legal options. Then comes the question of my brother Bracco Powers asking them to go to court to enforce some of these agreements. My brother Bracco knows that even in normal litigation, if you go through a process, you secure judgment, and your victim is a man of straw, of a man of no sufficient means, you can't enforce. Even though you have gone through the process, if the person does not have, he cannot give what he does not have. It's as simple as that. You get it. So I think the labor union must temper, should I say, I don't want to say justice with mercy. They should temper their
expectations with
their expectations. They should lower their expectations and and allow government temporarily, and allow government to roll out its economic policies, claw back some of the economic losses we have made.
And what should governments do in exchange?
Government, like Mr. Austin has said, will continue to engage them in constructive dialogue.
At this time,
we'll continue to engage them in constructive dialogue. Always let the facts be known to them so that they would know. They would know.
At this time, ought to have spoken on this matter. The employment minister by this time ought to have spoken on this matter.
As far as I know, the finance minister has engaged the various labor unions for more than 5 times. You get a point.
In respect of this strike,
there are a lot of backroom channels that are used to douse some of these flames. But like I said, what government cannot do is to give out something that would throw off balance the economic gains we have made. It will not be long. The economy will bounce back and the labor unions will have what they deserve. But now one thing you need to know is that labor demands are insatiable. Even if government is able to meet these ones, they will come up with additional demands. And that is what obtains in jurisdictions like the UK, America. We can never resolve labor issues. But what is of utmost importance is that at any point in time, we must place all the cards on the table like this government is doing. This government has been very real. This government has been honest with them. This is the economic conditions we face at the moment. And under the circumstances, what you demand cannot be granted now. Maybe in the future, when things get better, we will be able to meet you halfway. So we will continue to urge them to come back to the negotiation table, to call off the strike, and in whatever they do, the general well-being. I'm London. The general well-being of Ghana must be their utmost priority.
All right. While labor demands might be insatiable, agreements must be honored. I think that's something that we should agree on.
That is what makes that is what makes the issue even more concerning, because in they will say Okotra Maku and what's that? MPP entered into an agreement, put it on hold for 4 years, only for an incoming government to be saddled with this kind of responsibility. It's not fair.
It's okay.
And I think Labour shouldn't have allowed that
Austin,
to
you have the
happen.
You have the final word on this, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
I'm uncomfortable when we try to circumvent key process. In fact, I've heard people say, and even on this table, that the government has not engaged clock sack.
That's what the clock sack is saying.
But what is the role of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission? Nah? What is the role of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission as established by Act 737? They undertake negotiation on behalf of government. So we don't need to expect the finance minister or the Minister of Employment and Labor Relations to come out and engage with them. We've set up. So on what basis did we set up or even pass that law? Why did we empower the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission? Did we create Fair Wages and Salaries Commission only to give leeway to for the minister or the key government functionaries to engage labor unions? That is in the position of the law. So I think we should stop this communication. Government has engaged them, but what is the nature? Are they expecting the minister himself to come down and meet them? But that's not the law. Fair Wages and Salaries Commission is there to represent the government. That's why in the meeting and our senior Austin Game were intimated that they met the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, met ClockSack members, and they assured them that they were going to meet their employer. Who is the employer of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission? Government. So that line of communication that government has not engaged with ClockSack members, it's like we want government to meddle in every affair. When government has set up institutions, even we set up the institution, yet we want the same government, we want the politicians to come down and engage with that. What kind of attitude is this?
All right.
I'm sure he's referring to me because my insistence was that.
Oh, no.
No, you said we said it at the table. Because I've insisted that finance. Why did the president come down to meet the unions? Is it in the law? In the early days in 2025?
It was.
Calm down, cool down. Council is saying that because I myself and Nachoko have said that the politicians should come down and meet the unions. Why did the president come down?
It was a goodwill gesture at the beginning of his administration. Oh, these are friendly interjections. But you don't expect the president to be meeting them every now and then. It is impracticable.
Can I speak?
Okay, you can.
Because we inherited your IMF program in 2027. So when you're talking that there was no IMF program, there was an IMF program.
In 2021?
In 2020, no, in 2020, what do you call it? 2017. So we carried us through before we came back. So clearly now, the issue is that when it becomes sensitive like this, you need, excuse my language, the politicians to step in, the ministers to step in. The institutions of states are there. But clearly, why are they going to the strike? It's because they are not hearing the voices that they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear that assurance. And even that is not forthwith. These are some of the price that you pay. Who would share the ideas?
That will be the final word on this topic. I'd like us to move on to the second topic. We're talking about a ban which has been placed on land transit of certain goods, sugar and 7 other commodities, including spaghetti, rice, cooking oil, pharmaceutical products, among others. And this is a move, so to speak, to pluck some revenue leakages, among other things, with land borders and the transit of goods. So starting yesterday, we can no longer see the transit of these commodities which have been listed. There are 8 of them: cooking oil, sugar, frozen products, textiles, flour, that's cooking flour, canned tomatoes, spaghetti or pasta, and pharmaceutical products. And since this announcement came, we've seen a lot of traders online asking questions about what happens to those of them who have already begun the transit of some goods but have not crossed the border yet and asking why they were not giving some time to be able to, know that this is going to happen and so on. First of all, how does this ban strike all of you?
I think it is very much in order. And first and foremost, let it be put on record that per the Customs Act 2015 Act 891, the Customs Division of the GRA is clothed with authority to regulate the entry and exit of particular goods based on its own aims on border security, revenue, mobilization. So in that regard, this particular action is within law. Having said that, I think it is also important to dispel some false information that some MPP spin doctors are pushing in the rural areas that government has banned the importation of this product. It is not.
It's a land.
It is not
transit.
a ban on the importation of this product. It's a restriction on the land transit on this particular product.
Right.
Now, I think this has become necessary because of the abuse of the transit regime of this particular country. You know, per customs laws and regulations, when goods are in transit, certain tax liabilities are lowered because the understanding is that certain tax obligations must be paid only in the jurisdiction where those particular goods will be consumed. So when goods are in transit, certain import duties and levies are more or less relieved. As a result of this, a lot of people have abused this process. Goods that are meant for the domestic market are declared as goods in transit, only for it to be diverted onto the Ghanaian market. And things came to a head about 2 weeks ago when about 4,400 gallons of cooking oil, tomato paste, and spaghetti were declared as transit only for it to be found in the Ghanaian market. And as a result of that, the state lost 85 million Ghana cedis, 850 billion in just one soup. So if they are able to do this once a day, 7 days a week, 30 days in a month, you can imagine how much we are losing as a country. So I think this particular measure is very much in order, and we urge all traders who support government's revenue mobilization agenda. We urge all genuine traders who want government to genuinely plug the loopholes in our revenue mobilization system to support this particular move. According to the newly appointed custom officer, government or the state loses close to 2.3 billion in transit diversions and smuggling activities. And in the first half of 2025, government missed its revenue target by 1.6 million, all as a result of these smuggling and transit diversion activities. So it is not just about the ban of land transit, it's also the recentralization of the technical service system of customs, said that, and the use of AI tools to do valuation so that these issues of undervaluation, underimporting, all of that will be a thing of the past. So I think it is a step in the right direction. That in Ghana, you know, definitely those who are beneficiaries of this system would sometimes go and hide behind people to put up some resistance. But like I said, these systems need to be piloted to see whether there would be an upward improvement in revenue generation. If there is a significant improvement in revenue generation, then I think it's a system that needs to be sustained, because under IMF conditionality, government doesn't have the fiscal space. But the port of every nation, the sea port of every nation, should be one of the major revenue mobilizers for that country to help government in debt sustainability, in economic stability, and even in the provision of public goods. So I think restricting import of these particular goods to our seaports enhances monitoring and compliance. Because at our seaport, we have these trackers, electronic tracking systems. We have these scanners.
It's easier to track via
Yeah,
sea
we
than
have
via
this
land.
customs integrated system that will help us do proper valuation and do proper tax assessment and prevent tax evasion. Sometimes during our land borders, the items are put on trucks. So 5 containers can be on one truck. So tax assessment is even difficult. But at our port, it comes in containers. Yeah, at our seaport, in the containers, it is very easy to track it. So it's a step in the right direction. We urge all well-meaning Ghanaians who are supportive of government's initiative to generate revenue to embrace it.
All right.
And the nation will be all the best for
All
it.
right.
Thank
So
you.
now we know these listed items are to be exclusively routed via sea. I can see how this benefits Ghanaian businesses and government's revenue, making sure that they plug all these leakages. But are we sure that this will not affect consumer pricing?
Nah. I think the thing is that the policy objective is legitimate. Why? Why are we losing revenue to individuals? I mean, we are enriching the pockets of some people to the detriment of the entire state. I think it's one thing we need to deplore. And I'm happy that some custom officers are undergoing investigation or are being investigated for any role they play with regard to this issue. Whoever is found culpable should be really punished. Because I'm not sure this is the first time this thing is going on. I'm sure it's been a string of it. So if we're able to determine this, we should be able to slap or impose sanctions where appropriate. So now, first off, I said this is a legitimate call because we need to strengthen our revenue mobilization and collection systems. But I just hope this is just a temporary measure. Because if not, I think it doesn't solve the main problem. Because the main problem is the weaknesses in custom enforcement systems. Institutional weakness in the custom enforcement system. It doesn't solve it. None of that, this policy instrument will have some unintended consequences. And you talked about the price hike. Mm-hmm. And also diversion of goods. We'll end up not getting countries, our neighboring countries, using our through ports.
How?
Because because the thing is that don't forget that as part of the ECOWAS protocol, there must be free movement of goods and people. Mm-hmm. And the free movement, the transit,
the land.
Yes, the transit is included. So that's why I'm saying that this, I just hope this is a temporary measure for us to look at, to fish out the challenges, the major institutional challenges with regards to all the institutional weaknesses in the custom enforcement system so that we can plug them. I think one measure government could be considering is an electronic cargo tracking system.
For land transit?
Yes. We should be able to track cargo and make sure that they are being sent to the country they claim they are sending them. And there's also another measure where the government could impose custom bond and financial systems. So you make these importers pay some, they will deposit some financial, they will deposit money. Then when it is confirmed that indeed the goods they claim they are transiting to a neighboring country, if it is confirmed that it has been transited or has been sent to that country, then we refund the money to them. These are, is that?
The bond, the insurance guarantee is in place, but it's, the people
they don't
always
enforce
find
a way to
short-circuit the system.
Now we must insist on this. So, I mean, so it fits into the broader conversation, the institutional weakness of our customs. So I'm saying that this, in the short term, is good, but it should not be subsisting for long. Other than that, we will be pitching ourselves against our neighbors, particularly those in the sub-region, the ECOWAS sub-region. Because the protocol which we have subscribed to says we must encourage.
Does this ban, be it temporary or whatever, sin against any of our international conventions or agreements with the sub-region?
So that's why I'm saying that I made mention of the ECOWAS protocol, which encourages free movement of goods and services.
But the seaport is still available for routing these goods.
Now, don't forget that using the seaport at the moment will increase the cost of transiting goods.
Really?
Yes, because don't forget that the thing is that if the means of the transiting through land, some people find it very affordable than the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So now it's like you are forcing them to resort to the sea.
So it's like you want to move spaghetti from Togo to Accra, but now you have to go through the sea.
Through the sea. You get it. It will increase the cost for the importers. So I'm saying that we need not place impediments in the part of importers, because we want them, the fact, and you see, you were right when you said that we shouldn't be encouraging we shouldn't set up a platform where people will increase commodities unreasonably. And they will be citing some of this as the reason why they are doing that. And don't forget, Ghanaians are very quick to take advantage of certain things. Some Ghanaian sellers are very quick to take advantage of certain things. They may cite this as one of the reasons why they are
increasing prices.
Now, so I'm saying that whilst this is a legitimate policy intervention, I want to encourage the government not to hold on to this to be a permanent thing. This should be a temporary thing, so that we can look out for other options.
All right. Mr. Titus Glover.
Now, let me start by saying that Nuruddin made some false statement that MPP people are spinning that government is trying to ban rice. I beg you. Don't say things that you don't have facts and come and put the blame on us. It is total falsehood. This propaganda must fall flat, so that we'll do a proper discussion of this matter before us. There's a genuine concern that government is losing revenue. So don't bring MPP people in this matter. You see, this is not the first time we've experienced this. I recall between 2015 and 16, when I was in Parliament, I was a deputy ranking member for the Committee of Trade, Industry and Tourism. Dr. Ekospio Gabra was the trade minister then. There was a similar ban where they transit these rice to our roads. It was banned. So we have to make a journey to a Lubu border to really engage the custom officials while these things were happening, because there was an incessant pressure on government to lift the ban so they can continue to do that trade. You see, we keep saying that government should expand the tax net so that people can contribute in the payment of tax. The very few people who continue to pay these taxes are the direct people. But the indirect taxes that are supposed to rake in major of these taxes are not coming. When few people are paying, and you will go and import and use all kinds of means just to evade tax to make sure government will not get this revenue. And that is where we are today. So clearly, I think that I would support the finance minister position to make sure that we'll put some checks on these evaders. But in terms of compliance, there are good custom officers in some of these areas. And then, of course, there are some bad ones who will be compromising with these importers to do all these kind of funny behaviors all over the place. Find out how long have some of these customs officials have been in their post. Familiarity brings contempt. If you have been in the position for about 5 years, 6 years or more in one position, of course, you'll be familiar with the traders. So they need to move them around as and when it is necessary to make sure we move them away from some of these ills that they do in the society. You get what I mean? So clearly, the seaport is the best way, because when they bring all these import down, in terms of compliance, to make sure that these taxes are taken for these importers. You can monitor it. How come you put this what do you call it, trackers at the back of these containers on these vehicles? Before he leaves the port, assuming he's going all the way to Burkina Faso, you turn up into one of the markets. They cut these gadgets.
They cut it off.
They cut it off. Meanwhile, you have somebody sitting in the center, operation center, where they monitor all these gadgets.
So they should see the signal.
So when this thing is caught, can't you see? Can't you raise an alarm that, look, there's this vehicle that has had its gadget cut off? So what are we supposed to do? So when they move from one area to another, you have these preventive guys right on the road to check, because we have to make sure that they communicate on their platforms. So that when such a vehicle is coming with these goods, he moved from Tema, the first point of call maybe will be Osino. You get what I mean? There's a preventive officer there. They give them the details, the breakdown, the vehicle number, the quantity of goods, and they check until they leave and enter into the final destination. So if all these people are going through and there's no proper checks, who do you blame? So customs themselves should check from inside. Because people cannot operate in a vacuum. It's a whole cartel that they go around on some of these things to make sure they deny the revenue that we need. So for me, I will support this action, and they should do proper monitoring to make sure people are compliant, to make sure that we get the revenue that we need. Other than that, it's unfortunate people who continue to pay the tax.
Unfortunately, that's all time will allow us for this subject and for our segments this morning on big issues. I'll read a couple more of your messages coming in and then we'll wrap this up. Good morning now. This is from Dennis Y. Akwete. He says, I'm a member of CLOSAG, and until July last year, I was a local chairman before I had to resign. It is my considered view that in recent times, CLOSAG fights legitimate causes the wrong way, and that must be watched. That said, I must be quick to add that the language of the NDC rep is not helping matters. He is not a labor minister and must resist from comments like government cannot give what it does not have. He should leave that to the sector minister. Shalom. All right. Now, good morning. If my memory serves me right, when the president assumed office, CLOSAG was the first institution to welcome him with a strike. Today, they have come back again with another strike. What is happening? As for the banning of food commodities into the country, it's a step in the right direction. There is no ban of food commodities into the country. All right? The list that has been provided are supposed to be routed exclusively by sea. All right? So there's no ban on the importation of these. And that's from Kotoka Courage, texting from Lashibi. I'll read one last message before we go. All right. Good morning, Na, and the team. Thank you for the explanations you have offered. So, if I want to move some of my products from Ghana to Togo too, I have to go by the sea. Please explain further. All right. So it depends on the product you're talking about. I think you're writing fabrics. I don't think fabrics. Well, there's textiles. All right. There's textiles. I think textiles and fabrics are about the same thing. All right. Well, that's all time will allow us. Thank you so much, Mr. Titles Glover.
I enjoy your dance songs.
You do?
I do too. I love my playlist.
I see. Oh, I see.
I love my playlist so much.
You're from Tema?
I'm Gamashi and Tema.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, my dad is from Gamashi.
So, Plejo is on 11th February.
Yeah.
11th April.
Yeah.
It's just around the corner.
Yeah,
so will you be there?
I don't know for now.
I'm hoping to be there. So.
I dance a lot.
You dance?
A lot.
Oh, say one dance for me. For the
past 26 years, I've been dancing.
I see.
Yeah, very active.
Then you should be there in April. I look forward to seeing you. All right, and also Austin Bracco Powers, private legal practitioner, and Abbas Nuruddin. Thank you so much for being on the show today, and thank you for sending in your messages.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. We appreciate them. Big Issues is proudly brought to you by University of Gold Coast. Whether you are aiming for a specialist MBA in marketing communication, operations, supply chain, human resource management, finance, entrepreneurship, innovation, or business intelligence analytics, or you just want to advance through our Dual MBA or Chartered Manager MBA. The University of Gold Coast, UGC, gives you options that match your vision. And if your next step is an MSc in International Relations, Communication, International Marketing, International Law, Security, Diplomacy, Accounting, Finance, or Human Resource Management, an LLM in International Law, Security, Diplomacy, or an MA in Biblical Studies, Practical Theology, the pathway is open. In April, admissions are open, so you can apply, all right? Apply today. Because at the University of Gold Coast, we make it practical, flexible learning, flexible entry, flexible payment, study around your work and life, and choose a route that fits your background. And the pay is easy to pay. We give you the opportunity to pay in installments. Your dream deserves structure. Your future deserves strategy. Your purpose deserves training. So apply now. Go to www.ugc.edu.gh or give us a call or WhatsApp on 054-288-9045. University of Cape Coast, University of Gold Coast, I beg your pardon, building leaders for nations. Stay with us. We'll come back with more on TV3 New Day.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
New season, new look. The Ramadan mega sale has officially arrived. Make your home guest ready with Danube Home Ghana. Enjoy a massive 50% discount on furniture, decor, and so much more this Ramadan. Whether you're looking to refresh your bedroom or upgrade your outdoor space, now is the time to shop. Stunning designs, premium quality, and half the price. Visit our showroom Danube Home Ghana, Olusegun Obasanjo Way, Jolu, opposite Allied Heights. Call us, *050 940 3664 *. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, *Danube Home. Danube Home, everything home. Ramadan Kareem. O Allah, grant us to reach Ramadan and forgive our sins.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes.
He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used,
the more money he makes.
Oh yes. So, what are you waiting for?
Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money.
Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Ready for school?
Yes!
My champs, they use a lot of energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home this transformed every day.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Something big and truly extraordinary is happening this Ghana month. We are celebrating the brilliance, the beauty, and the unbreakable spirit of what we create as Ghanaians. Introducing Gold Board Jewelry Heritage Village, happening from 26th to 28th March 2026, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. Join us at Akwaba Park, right opposite the Hajj Village, for a one-of-a-kind curated experience. This isn't just an exhibition, it's a vibrant heritage village alive with Ghanaian excellence. Discover proudly made in Ghana brands and institutions institutions showcasing breathtaking craftsmanship, bold innovation, world-class manufacturing, and exports-ready treasures all in one electrifying space. It's a powerful celebration of our innovation, culture, our creativity, and the economic future we're building together. Experience Ghana like never before. Celebrate value addition the Gold Board Jewelry way, where every piece tells our story. To exhibit, partner, or simply be part of this historic moment, call now 020-941-7777 or 053-630-8888. This is one of a kind. Don't miss out. Gold Board Jewelry, pure, precious, proudly Ghanaian.
'26 promises joy, adventure, and new experiences. Global Wings Travel and Tours, in partnership with Media General, invites you to experience the best of Asia with an unforgettable Malaysia and Singapore tour this April 2026. Experience 9 unforgettable days filled with experience, luxury, and limitless fun. Your package includes return air ticket, 4 nights Kuala Lumpur Hotel, 3 nights Singapore Hotel, daily half board in both cities, Malaysia visa facilitation, Kuala Lumpur City Tour, Petronas Twin Tower, Genting Highland with cable ride, inter-country transfer, Singapore City Tour and Marina Observatory Deck, Sentosa Island full day tour with cable car, and so much more. Why wait? Make your April 2026 Malaysia and Singapore trip a reality with one call. Book now by calling or WhatsApping 0550-188-181 or 0553-688-398. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Global Wings Travel GA.
Tasty Top. Add the new seasoning powders about chicken, stew, jollof, shrimp, beef. The way it enhances the natural aroma.
New aroma.
New taste. Flavor and taste.
FDA Aji Edradia in Kratsui.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in the Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosomtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rich Condos. Central brings the history at Singmanso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast, then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it.
Sponsored by Nero Prime Water.
Let's go. Accra, are you ready? It's time for yet another Gobe Festival. On Saturday, March 28th, the Legon City Mall turns into the home of the food of the gods, Gobe Festival. Look, plenty food festivals do, but none be like Gobe Fest, because Gobe no be just food, it's a movement, a cult following, real lovers from every walk of life, corporate workers, bosses, celebs, campus crew, everybody pulling up for one mission, proper Gobe. And it's not just one pot, it's the best Gobe vendors from the capital and beyond. 7 back-to-back heat, hot, loaded, and unforgettable. But that's not all. There will be non-stop music, games, mad fun, and one big explosion of joy. So gather your people, come hungry, come loud. Gobe Festival, Saturday, March 28th, Legon City Mall, 10 a.m. You don't just eat it, you experience it.
This
This is the show that brings finality to all the critical issues. It is the stage where all the facts are checked, issues thoroughly interrogated, opinions shaped, and debates settled. But over here, we do more than just talk. We resolve problems. We hold those in power accountable. We address all the key happenings in society, from politics to health to education to everything you deem important. And we will center the voice of the ordinary Ghanaian. This is the show that sets the agenda.
Agenda now shows on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. on TV3.
TV3, first in news. In Ghana, we don't just watch athletics, we feel it. From inter-house heats to international meets, the speed, the grit, the leaps, the photo finishes, broken records, the moments that steal your breath and make strangers hug like family. This May, Africa's biggest athletes will converge in Accra for the 2026 African Athletics Championships, and every single moment will be live on TV3. Don't just hear the roar, be inside it. 3 Sports, TV3, first in news, best in entertainment.
TV3 Talented Kids is back again. Even bigger and better, we're unveiling a brand new lineup of contestants with exciting, diverse, and mind-blowing abilities from across the country. For the contestants, Talented Kids is more than a competition. This is a journey of self-discovery, building confidence, resilience, and a platform to grow from young, talented children into tomorrow's professional icons. Dial *713 *13# or download the MG Reality app to vote for your favorite contestant. Talented Kids, free to play.
Talented Kids Season 17 shows Sunday at 5 p.m. on TV3. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo, Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation.
Welcome to the brighter side of life. Of course, it's time for sports right here on TV3 A New Day. And this morning from 3 Sports, we have the one and only Bill Asian. Good morning.
Hi, Cookie.
What is this? Buenos dias.
Yeah.
Buenos dias,
Buenos
right?
dias.
Yeah, so that's Spanish.
Yes.
You can't say French more. Bonjour. Bonjour is
yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
And then what other language? Do you know how to say it in Puerto Rican language?
Oh, no.
You don't know that?
No,
Buenos dias.
I don't.
We'll call Spain back. We'll buy every day. Buenos dias, Buenos dias. Where's your next destination?
Cookie, what has come inside you today?
What do you mean what has... I'm always like this. Ask the viewers.
But I will not complain because you're wearing my favorite color.
Oh, red is your favorite color?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Then let me behave myself.
Thank you.
So let's start from top. Hi, good morning, Billy Shane.
Oh, it worked.
From 3 Sports. How you doing?
Oh, yes, sir.
No. But I'll behave myself. Thank you. Amachua made this dress for me. Amachua, thank you very, very much. Yes, you have a sister, you have a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about the other side because I know you would deny. So you're already scratching your head, so it's okay. Buy for your loved ones, simple and tasty.
Oh, okay, yeah. Buy for my loved ones. Yeah.
But what is this habit that some of the players have to be betting and doing things when you know the rule says that you cannot be betting?
It's weird. It's a weird situation.
Now you've lost your entire career.
It hasn't lost his career, but his reputation.
Oh,
so
it's part of the career.
Yeah, it's part. I mean, your boy's situation is very, very concerning. Even though he's moved to China, he cannot play for an MLS club again because he's banned for life from the MLS, and it relates to a betting incident that he was part of, I think, a year ago or 2. Yeah. And it's quite sad because he's played for the Black Stars before, actually.
Can you imagine?
He's actually played for the Black Stars before. So he's somewhat known in close quarters. It's a sad situation.
Too bad.
To be in, and I mean.
So in this case, for life is for life.
Yes,
he cannot appeal. He cannot do anything.
For life is for life.
Because he's guilty, right?
Yeah, they found him guilty. I mean, investigations were made.
Too bad.
There was a law firm that was contracted to investigate this whole situation, and they found him and one of his former teammates guilty. So he's been issued a lifetime ban. He's not going to be involved in the MLS ever again.
Oh, yeah, Buapa, you did not try. But anyway, I'm still wishing you all the very best. Let's talk about UCL fixtures.
Yes.
But tomorrow I'm told that Man City is playing Real Madrid. Is that correct? Tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you watched that one?
Yes. Okay. So, you know, I'm sort of kind of affiliated to Man City because of Emmanuel. I didn't say anything. I said Emmanuel.
Wow. Because of Emmanuel. But Kudus' Tottenham is playing today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, won't you watch that one?
Then I'll watch. What time is it? In the evening? Okay, then I'll try and watch it for Kudus.
Against Atletico Madrid.
Okay, then I'll try and watch it for Kudus. Yeah. Okay. So we have Galatasaray versus Liverpool, Newcastle, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid and Tottenham, like you talked about, and then Atalanta and Bayern Munich. All this evening?
Yeah, all this evening.
Okay, so apart from Tottenham, Atletico, which one are we supposed to look out for? Oh, Liverpool.
Yeah,
they never walk alone, but I say they are walking alone. It's not going well at all. Neil Sade, good morning to you. Niels and then Fibo, good morning to you as well. Charlie, my boys are not in. It's not the conditions they are in. No, it's not conducive for what I say.
Oh, but my condition is very
Which
conducive.
team is yours?
Oh, Arsenal. We are in 4 competitions.
Engineer Samuel, good morning to you. He's with Arsenal as well.
Oh, okay.
And you guys are in top form. Everything is going on
well. We are doing well. I mean, we are top of the league. We were top of the Champions League group stages.
Okay.
We are in the Carabao Cup final. We are in the FA Cup quarter final. We are still
take
strong.
it, chew it, do whatever you want to do with it.
Oh,
yeah. Like I mean, whatever you want to do. Yeah, you can. We wish you all the best. God bless you. God keep helping you to progress and not take all the cabs. Okay, no problem at all. It's all right. It's all right. Let's talk about FA Cup fixtures as well.
Yes, as I mentioned, Arsenal are already in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. They will be facing Southampton. There's also Manchester City who will be facing Liverpool. Very interesting fixture. Chelsea will be facing Port Vale.
So that's the quarterfinal.
Yes, that's the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. And then there is Leeds who will be facing West Ham because West Ham defeated Brentford yesterday on penalties to also qualify to the quarterfinal. So these are the 8 that will be facing each other.
Okay.
Yes, but the City-Liverpool one is one I would like to watch because if you're an Arsenal fan, you'll be happy that any of those 2 teams will definitely be out of the FA Cup.
So when are these games going to be played?
In April.
In April. Yeah. Okay. Manchester City and Liverpool. Who'll score Liverpool?
Ish.
Yeah, that one day I know.
Because
how can Emmanuel So how can Emmanuel be there and
so what does Emmanuel mean?
Inside sweet. Inside good. Inside is mwah. Emmanuel. Yes. Emmanuel, inside is good. Inside is perfect. Inside is ravishing. Inside is prospering. Inside is sweet. Emmanuel. Okay. Yeah.
Inside is sweet.
Yes.
That's the only thing I picked.
So Emmanuel, inside is sweet. Yes.
That's the only thing
So we'll score Liverpool. That's why there are no two ways about it. No 2 ways at all. Anyway. Are you ready to come to the local scene now?
Yes,
Can we do the local scene? Okay, so there's this story about our inter-school sports dwindling over time. But the other day, there was Interco in the Ashanti region, and it was phenomenal.
I mean, so many people do attend the Interco when it comes to the Ashanti region.
Okay.
We talk about dwindling in the sense of the production, right? It's not as vibrant as before. And also, I mean, we've seen hooliganism also happen.
Yeah, that.
As well. Yeah. So it's sort of sometimes bring it to the bad light. But the fortunate thing is that, I mean, this particular Interco Super Zoo that happened in Kumasi also brought forth some amazing talents that were spotted by Emmanuel Owusu and Akosi Eje. But I'm not going to talk much about that. We'll just have a look at it in this report.
Okay. The journey towards national and global recognition for Ghanaian women in track and field began 6 decades ago when Alice Enum, famously known as the Baby Jet, blazed the trail at the 1964 Summer Olympics. 14 Summer Olympics later, athletes such as Vida Enim, Margaret Simpson, Hall Halute, Jeanette Amponsa, and Jama Echampong have followed in her footsteps, continuing the proud tradition. As the landscape of sports continues to evolve with new talent and fresh faces, the next generation is emerging. Young athletes like Gladys Boache, Fulera Suleimana, and Nora Afuakwa are poised to take up the baton and lead Ghanaian women's track into its next chapter. Meet Nora Afuakwa, a Form 2 General Art student of Bantama Adventist Senior High School. She is already making her mark at the Ashanti Regional School Athletics. At the just ended Super Zonals, she ran a crucial third leg in the girls' 4x100 meters relay, in helping her school secure a silver medal finish, and also won a silver medal in the girls' 100 meters final. But before all the accolades, Nora was just a girl running barefoot in competitions because her father couldn't afford one for her. The 12-year-old dreams to be more than just a girl on the track.
I wasn't having running shoes and running spikes because my father work collapsed, and I told my coaches and they helped me out. I want to be a nurse, but I don't know if I can go ahead. Like, I'm an athlete, and I don't. I will be asking myself that, can an athlete become a nurse? Like, that is why sometimes I want to stop, because I want to become a nurse in the future.
Her senior and competitor, Magdalene Kunedu Owusu, a final year student, can attest to the talent and skill Nora brings to the track.
But she was very short, and I thought, hey, can she run? But when we started the race, I was really surprised. This short girl, she done marvelous things. But when we started, she beat me. She's very brave, and she's very serious in training.
For T.I. Amadeus Fulera Suleimana, who demonstrated exceptional consistency and endurance throughout the 14 different events at the competition, her inspiration to keep fighting through the torrid moments and enjoying the applause stems from a higher dream of becoming an Olympian.
No one will accept to run 14 races, but because I want to become someone in future, so I have to go through whether pain or they said they have been saying that no pain, no gain. Yes, it's true. I want to be running Olympics game for Ghana. They have athletes not much like USA, so I want to become athletes of Ghana so that we can compete with USA, because always you will be hearing that USA, Jamaica. I want to perform well, I want to train hard so that one day someone will say, because of Fulera now we are mentioning Ghana name when it's come the champions of Olympic Games. I want Ghana should be mentioned.
Her trainer, Mariam Ibrahim, highlighted Fulera's dedication and discipline, explaining that consistent coaching, mentorship and guidance have been a key factor in her development.
What is special about Fulera? She's naturally strong. Discipline. She doesn't complain when you give out a workout. That is something special about her.
Announcing herself as one of the region's most exciting sprint prospects is Gladys Gaza Boache, who marked an unforgettable debut in her first Super Zonals. Gaza dominated both the 100 meters and 200 meters races. From her formative days at Semen Shakrom Primary School to Pechi Presbyterian B Junior High and now St. Louis Senior High School, Gaza clocked
11.70 seconds to claim gold. Her achievements reflect not only her personal commitment and discipline, but also the strong foundation, mentorship, and teamwork that have shaped her development.
My sister Kwamika, and I'm Miss Mika Simutuemuki. Said me not me world champion or Ghana.
Gladys, Fulera, and Nora represent the bright future of Ghanaian athletics. Their performances not only brought pride to their respective schools, but also inspired many young athletes across the region to dream bigger and aim higher.
Dream bigger, aim higher is what I also pray for. These are three phenomenal ladies making all of us proud. Very soon at the Olympics, and all those world platforms, we hope to see them bagging medals, gold medals, bronze. Gold, of course.
Nice one.
Yes, gold medals for Ghana. We don't want any bronze. No, those levels, we've passed it already.
Fair.
Our football is suffering. You want athletics to also suffer.
Oh, no,
we cannot have it,
But Emmanuel will do it at the World Cup.
You understand. You understand.
Yeah.
All right. Bill, thank you very much for coming this morning. I won't mind you. We'll move on to other things.
Cookie, don't do that.
No, you
don't do that. See, you see, I'm back with Cap Stitch again. This is Cap Stitch. Thank you very much.
But this match, they are trying for you. Have you bribed anybody there or something?
Oh, no.
They are just doing their wonders.
Yeah, they're just, they just love me like that.
You look good.
Yeah, thank you
Cap
very
Stitch,
much.
thank you very much. We take a break now. We'll be back with more.
The Ghana Exim Bank is 10 years old. Hooray! And to commemorate this milestone, the Ghana Exim Bank is hosting a 2-day international conference on the theme, A Decade of Enabling Export Trade and Industrial Transformation, Resetting GEXIM for the Next Frontier. The event takes place on the 25th to 26th of March at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, 8 a.m. each day. President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will perform the official opening of the conference. Special guest and speaker, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosue-Jari, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Conference host is Honorable Sylvester Adina Mensah, Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank. For inquiries, call 0208-541-480 or visit eximbankghana.com/conference to register. Media partners, Daily Graphic, Media General, The Multimedia Group, City FM, Radio Gold and Channel 1 TV. And knowledge partners include IFC and SME Finance Forum.
Life can be giving it to you with like that, and everything around you will be affected big time. Too many uncertainties and fears. But with the right partner like Empo Life Insurance Ghana, you are sorted. Say kutu, say bam. You get the best healthcare, solid pensions trust policies, and the peace of mind to grow your business and focus on what truly matters. Empo Insurance, empowering people.
Master, I have told you to use Kojak quality oral care products like the Kojak Charcoal toothpaste for strong teeth. Give me the meat.
Sis, that guy. Ajay, my teeth. Sis, haven't you heard of Kojak P&F toothpaste and their mouthwash? Right after here, get one for yourself. It helps fight sensitive teeth just like you're experiencing. Hey, sis.
Yes, do not joke with your teeth, cause it may worry you in the future. We are here to introduce you to our quality Kojak oral care products, such as Kojak Charcoal toothpaste that makes your teeth whiter and stronger. Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste makes your teeth stronger, fights against toothaches, and lathers well, leaving your mouth with an improved fresh taste and breath. If you have a sensitive teeth, when you take in something cold or hot, yours is to go for Kojak P&F together with the mouthwash. Go for Kojak Oral Care products because Kojak dear, quality keke. For retail, visit the Ranko Pharmacy, a Kojak Pharmacy branch at American House, East Legon, near the UBA Bank. Also available in all leading pharmacies, over-the-counter stores, provision shops, and supermarkets. This advert is FDA approved.
Watching DSTV means getting the TV you love, but staying connected means getting something extra. Stunning! Extra matches, extra dramas, the best local and the world's biggest. Extra laughter, music, movies, and extra vim. I love it. Just stay connected or reconnect and get upgraded to the next higher package at no extra cost. Charlie, we got you. Keep watching. Get more with DSTV.
New season, new look. The Ramadan mega sale has officially arrived. Make your home guest ready with Danube Home Ghana. Enjoy a massive 50% discount on furniture, decor, and so much more this Ramadan. Whether you're looking to refresh your bedroom or upgrade your outdoor space, now is the time to shop. Stunning designs, premium quality, and half the price. Visit our showroom Danube Home Ghana, Elusigan Obasanjo Way, Jolu, opposite Allied Heights. Call us, *050 940 3664 *. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, *Danube Home, Danube Home, everything home. Ramadan Kareem. O Allah, grant us to reach Ramadan and forgive our sins.
Got that weekend football feeling? That anticipation? We've got you covered.
From player spotlight to head-to-head starts, our panel will break down the key battles and the players who will decide the matches.
The fans are the heart of the game, so get interactive with us on our socials.
Review and the review.
Catch me up, Alexis Laura, every Tuesday on the GPL Review Show.
And myself, Butala, every Thursday on the GPL Build-Up.
It's time to explore Ghana again. From 19th to 22nd March, join the Ghana Month Expedition. 3 regions, 4 days. Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We kick it off in Eastern region. Chocolate experiences, fresh farm fruits, Safari Valley lunch with zebras and exotic animals, Bonsu Eco Park for canopy walks and ziplining, and then party at the Rock City Hotel. Ashanti takes over. Bonre Kente Museum, Kumasi Museum, Komfornochi Source Site, Lake Bosumtri for hiking adventures and sleepover at Rage Condos. Central brings the history. Asing Manso, Cape Coast Castle, plus lunch by the coast. Then a Crown Resort vacation, quad biking, horse riding, water adventures. All this for 6,500 Ghana Cedi single, 5,500 Ghana Cedi shared rooms, and 10,500 Ghana Cedis couple. You're interested, right? Call now 0531 100927 or 0247 120 633. Ghana Month Expedition, 19th to 22nd March. Don't just watch Ghana, experience it.
Sponsored by Nero Prime Water.
If you're looking to listen to thought-provoking conversations,
To avoid any further brouhaha, this is English to just say, I will do nothing.
I will ghost him.
So like what you see, like that. I'm suddenly not feeling too well.
Answers to life's big questions.
Has someone asked me to do Gapoha before?
I don't drink.
You go to church and pray for miracles. But that's somebody's money.
The owner
like
is going to come. For a show filled with excitement, laughter, and unforgettable moments.
Me, I live life full of drama to the left, to the right. If you see me, look this side,
To games that keep you laughing.
What in the name of Peppa Pig is going on here?
Just as tonight is the place to be, where the fun never stops.
Just as Tonight now shows on Saturdays at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Talk because I already know everything now.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
I think that it's better that you talk to me because otherwise I'm going to call the police.
Malu,
and you know
it was Amora. She forced me to switch the results.
They grew up together, but the world tore them apart.
What did you do to Gianni? Don't go in there. Murderer. God knows that I didn't mean to kill her, but I killed Gianni.
I'm gonna kill you! Now fate will bring them back, but not without a fight. Love, betrayal, and a past that won't stay buried.
I didn't do anything, man. I didn't do anything. You tried to kill my wife. You're crazy, man.
Bento, what are you doing? Stop it. Are you crazy?
3 hearts, 1 destiny. who will win when love gets tangled.
Tangled Hearts shows Monday to Thursday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Deluxy Acrylic Paint.
Nero Prime Water. Trust in every drop.
It's more than a TV show. It's where life comes alive. A party every weekday at 1 p.m. A masterclass in living your best life. A feast for the senses. A concert right where you are. Up close and personal with your favorite celebrities. Front row fashion, no ticket required. Your crash course in style, skills and self-care. Fitness that feels like fun. 2 hours of the best experiences life has to offer. Delivered to you in the convenience of your home, workplace, school, or hangouts. Hosted by the delightful Anita Akufu and the dashing Godwin Nambo. The afternoon show. Fun, uplifting, unmissable. 1 p.m. Monday to Thursday, only on TV3.
왜 그렇게 예민한데?
지금 예민한 건 너잖아. 내가 그런 말도 못해?
그런 말 안 하는 게 우리 방식 아니야?
They say love always finds a way. But what if love is lost before it's found?
나 우리 시간 좀 갖자.
In a world full of chances, will love survive?
우리 원래 연애를 할 때는 상대방 취향도 존중해주고 그래야 되는 거야.
A story of missed moments, broken hearts, and one last chance at love.
너 그 20살 때 만난 아저씨가 너무 그런 거 아니야.
Not Found Love, showing on TV3, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m.
Sadety, delay dada na TV so LP driver. Ma twimi ti te say articulator. Said the many who hancho afidie ne so no. Wotumu say me de nsem nam. Eni da ene me call me kura ekohu abrewa eni akwakora. Me call ye no so no ya asade aya mamre ye de niam agu akwan mu ma ben me ho akwankyere ene ma san machi abankran ye de delay show no eba ne apagya akowiemu esrumu onamu enti efri enei amti TV so edikosi da yesu beba ne ma ye tosum yenu no eye Saturday 6:30 p.m. on TV3 moma ne na haya esanse ebeye wonkum na ye peme anodin say we dey standard.
Brought to you by Telecel, Pepsodent, Malta Guinness, Betway, Gino Tomato Mix, Lindsay Sanitary Pad, Delay Foods, Tabia Takum, Ohiniri Seasoning Powder.
The Delay Show now shows on Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. on TV3.
One God, somebody say love is a choice, but I choose you. Me say me promise to be loyal because you are royalty to me. It's a choice that I made. This bone never break. My queen, you appeal to me. Be there for me, baby. Don't you heed it from me. Believe me, I'm falling for you. Love you non-stop, baby. Woman, I love you non-stop, non-stop, baby. Me say me love you non-stop, love you non-stop, baby. Woman, I love you non-stop, non-stop, baby. Me say me love you non-stop. Sometimes I put you pampas and you put me pampas too. Sometimes I put you on rewind and you put me on rewind too. But we never breaking up because it's taking us million days to be here. Let you just straighten us when times I get serious. Come link and geeking never afraid. No. Be there for me, baby, don't you heed it from me. Believe me, I'm falling for you. Love you non-stop, baby.
welcome back. This is still TV3 New Day, and here at TV3 we are concerned about some of our brothers and sisters in the Middle East as the world watches with great concern as the war between Iran, Israel, and the US of A escalates into open military confrontations. Well, we do know from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs led by the Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa that the embassy in Tehran has been closed and our officials have been safely evacuated. But the ministry is also throwing an open invitation to all citizens who would want to be evacuated or who would want to return home through the land borders to also contact them so they can come back home through land borders. This morning, two of our brothers have joined us here on TV3 New Day, one in Israel and one in UAE, in Abu Dhabi. They are here to have a conversation with us. Let's pick the temperature on ground, how they're feeling, how they've been coping ever since this war broke some 2 weeks ago, and find out other things, including if they are ready to be evacuated through the land borders home. Now, we've got Emmanuel Ainchi, who is in Tel Aviv in Israel, here on Zoom with us, as well as Great Fido, who is also living in Abu Dhabi. Brothers, good morning. If you can hear me, good morning, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yes. Emmanuel Ainchi, so you are in Tel Aviv, you tell me, is that correct?
Yes, I'm in Tel Aviv.
All right. I'm saying good morning, but what time is it specifically in Tel Aviv?
As at now, it's 11:42 a.m.
Okay.
in Israel.
Okay. All right. Great Fido, can you also hear me? Fido, well, whilst we try to establish contact.
Hello?
Yes, Fido, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great, great. What time is it over there as well in Abu Dhabi?
It's 1:43 p.m.
Okay.
in Abu Dhabi now.
All right. Fido, describe to me the very first time the attack was launched on the UAE. Would you remember where you were, what you were doing, and how you were feeling mentally the very first time the attacks struck? Hello, Fido, can you hear me? I think we're struggling a little bit with Fido's connection. So let me throw the same question to you. Emmanuel, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
And you heard the question?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay, so the very first retaliatory attack on Israel, do you remember where you were and what happened? Were you even sure what was going on at the time?
Yeah, it was on Saturday. We were getting ready for service. That is, we have a church service on Saturday. So we were getting ready. So I was almost leaving the house to our auditorium. Then the siren blown, and then we had to get back home and find safety. So it was a Saturday. We were getting ready for church.
So you didn't
due to that.
So you couldn't even go to church at all? Hello?
No, we couldn't go to church. We couldn't go to church. We came back home and then...
We're struggling a little bit with the connection to both Great Fido and to Emmanuel. I am not sure if it's because... let me check with Fido. Fido, are you back? Okay, we're struggling with Fido. Let me move back to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, are you still on here with us? Okay, it looks like we're having a bit of a challenge getting in touch with our two brothers who are in Israel and in Abu Dhabi this morning. We're just trying to have a conversation with them to find out how they are doing so far, where they were when the initial attacks happened, what is going on now. at the moment. We do know that as at last night, the U.S. of A's President Donald Trump actually issued a statement saying that the war is complete. That was the statement that came from the U.S. Secretariat yesterday. Emmanuel.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Emmanuel, let me just go straight to my other questions so that we do not lose you again. Currently, where you are this morning, how do you feel? And open invitations have been thrown for you to be evacuated, if you so wish, by the land borders to come back home. So answer the questions for me, how you're feeling and if you are willing to come back home through the land borders.
Hey, I'm fine. I'm feeling great.
Okay.
This morning I went to work. My work is close to my house, so
okay.
I went to work, and then the siren blown again. We had to go and hide in the bomb shelters. So
wow.
Generally we are safe. We are following the safety measures, so we are safe here.
Okay, so educate us. What triggers the sirens? When there's a missile attack, is that when the sirens get triggered, or when they sense that maybe, possibly, it cannot be intercepted? Explain to us what's happening.
Okay, so they have software applications of which almost everybody have it on their phones.
Okay.
And then they have the sirens, which is all over the country.
Okay.
So before the sirens are blown, the software applications on our phone will notify us that we should get ready. Maybe there may be an attack or a missile thrown.
Okay.
So that application will notify you some minutes before even the siren is blown.
Okay.
So if the siren is not blown, it means that that attack did not happen.
Okay.
But if the sirens are blown, it means that there was an attack. So they notify you before any attack on the country.
And you do say that this morning, the siren was blown again this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, this morning around 10:30 a.m. in Israel, it was blown.
Confirming that there has been another attack on Israel.
Yes.
Okay. But this attack perhaps is not close by where you are?
It's like when the missiles are coming maybe to your region, let's say Greater Accra, and it is coming to that area, you are being notified. It may not be specifically where you are, but in that region you are notified.
Okay. And now, Emmanuel, in the same vein as the Israeli government has this app on your phone that notifies you, have you had any form of communication from the Ghanaian government regarding your safety via phone or via email or anything?
Oh, okay. Concerning that, we have platforms. The Ghanaian community has a platform. Various denominations have platforms, and we communicate through that. So there has been some information given to us about the evacuation process, which is underway, and a specific date has not been given, but they are working on that to evacuate anybody who wants to go back to Ghana.
Okay. And tell me, how has this affected your daily life? You told me in the beginning that you're fine. Do you feel safe where you are just because you're able to get these notifications about the sirens on your phone? Or you just feel safe because you think it will never come close to you?
I feel safe, I think, because of the safety measures. Because of the safety measures, things are well in place, and literally every household have a bomb shelter, which is sometimes underground or on the surface level. But I think we are safe because of the safety measures that has been put in place.
So you are confirming to us this morning that where you are in your home, is that where you're speaking to us from?
Yes, yes.
So your house has a bomb shelter. Your house in Tel Aviv has a bomb shelter, you can confirm?
Yes, we have. It's like it is spread across the community. So
Okay.
we have the ones in the house and then those in the open space. In
Okay.
case you are not home and you want to find shelter, you can run to those places.
Emmanuel, tell me, how safe are these bomb shelters? Let's say there's a missile or a drone attack exactly where the bomb shelter is. Would you still be alive?
Yes, from the information we've been given, they are very safe.
Okay.
Some are beneath the ground, like -2, -3. So it's quite safe. Okay. Although I haven't I haven't had such experience, but
before.
I think it is safe.
Emmanuel, how long have you been in Tel Aviv?
3 years.
Okay. And
I'll be 4 years in October.
Okay, and I take it that you work in Tel Aviv. That's why you're there, correct?
Yes, I'm in Tel Aviv.
Okay. Minus the notifications you get on your phone every now and then that disrupts your daily activities. What other difficulties are you encountering because of these military attacks?
I think our movement. Because sometimes maybe you want to rush to some places and you need the public transit, but because of the war, movements are very slow. Sometimes you have to wait for some minutes before you get those vehicles, but generally we are managing.
Okay. Emmanuel, do you use your own personal transport to work or you use public transport?
I'm close to my work, so I don't use transport.
Okay.
I just like 2 minutes walk.
Okay.
I get to my workplace.
All right. That's a blessing for you, and we thank God for that. But tell me, how about food, water, and other essentials that you have? Has the government told you to stock up on it, or you're okay without it because there's probably a store close by that you can always dash to and fro to get your daily essentials?
We have different shops. Still, the shops are opened.
Okay.
We have some that operate 24 hours. No matter what, you get there and it is open. So we are safe. There has been no message for us to stock food or something.
Okay. Let me check with Fido, who's in Abu Dhabi. Fido, are you back on Zoom with us? Are you back online? Can you hear us? Okay, we are still struggling with Fido. Fido, are you here? If you're here and you can hear me, please unmute so we can have a few minutes conversation with you before we wrap up. Fido, if you can unmute, I know you're driving. You mentioned that you were going to work, but if you can hear us, please unmute for us so we have this conversation. Fido, can you hear me? Well, whilst we are still trying to establish contact with Fido, Emmanuel, how about your other friends? Do you have family and friends who live in Tel Aviv with you?
Yeah, I have friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Of which we all came from Ghana through our educational program. So I have classmates and some friends I made here.
Okay.
I check on them regularly. They are safe.
Okay. And let's get now to the conversation of coming back home. Have you by any chance for a second thought of just leaving everything to come back home for your safety?
No, I haven't. Though I have plans of returning, but I think it's not now.
Okay. What's attributing to you not feeling like coming home? Is it because 100% you feel you're safe over there?
I think my safety is one, and then maybe what we want to achieve is to, because as I said, most of us are agriculturists. We studied agriculture and we need some capital to start up something. But we are striving towards that.
Okay.
So I think the safety and then what we want to get is what is keeping us here.
Emmanuel, how long was your school program for? Because I do understand that you left Ghana for some education and now you're working. Take us through that. How long was your school education? How long are you supposed to stay there for before you return home?
Okay, it was a year program.
Okay.
It was for a year. So after everything, we decided to stay back for a while and then find some money to start up something back home.
Okay. And you don't think that you've made enough to come back home, even in the midst of the escalating military attacks?
We've made something. We've saved something.
Okay.
But
not enough for you. Not enough.
Agriculture is quite cost intensive. So we are working towards getting there and then returning home.
Okay. All right. Let me try again to re-establish contact with Fido. Fido, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Fido, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Fido, so you are in Abu Dhabi, and Emmanuel, your other brother who is in Tel Aviv in Israel, has been telling us that he feels safe, most importantly because he receives notifications on his phone. There are apps on his phone that he can use to tell if there's an imminent attack. Sirens go off at every point in time to tell them when there is danger. Is that the same situation in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, it's the same situation, you know. I think in Abu Dhabi, or let me say in UAE per se, everybody gets alert when the missiles are about to come. You get my point?
Yeah.
So we are 100% safe. And, you know, UAE is one of the safest countries. When you check online, you see it's one of the best countries whereby the safety, it's good. You get my point?
Okay.
Yeah, so we are 100% safe.
Okay. Emmanuel tells us that bomb shelters are in every single home, and even outside in the communities, bomb shelters outside have been provided. What's the situation like in the UAE?
Oh, we don't have the bomb shelters. The only thing we have is, you know, because of the U.S. military bases here, due to that, the Air Force is online in the sky, and most of the time it returns the bomb. That's one thing they do here. Okay.
So their intelligence is able to intercept the missiles?
Sure, 100%.
Okay. All right. And now tell us, Fido, what has changed drastically ever since these attacks started in your personal life and with that of your friends and family as well?
It's a little bit scary, but, you know, let me say, due to the measures UAE are putting in place, I think everything is on point. And, you know, it got to a time they stopped people from going to work, but that was just about 1 or 2 days.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. It was very tough getting through to you, but we do hope that you continue to be safe. Stay safe, your friends and your family over there as well. We don't have enough time. I would have exhausted some other questions, but we don't have enough time. I'm sure in due course and in due season, we'll come back to you again. But Fido in the UAE and Emmanuel Entry in Tel Aviv, Israel, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. And well, the war is still raging. A lot of us are concerned in and around the world. We do know our relationship with Israel, with the U.S., and with the UAE as well. A lot of Ghanaian businesses actually depend on the United Arab Emirates for trade and everything else that comes with it. And we hope that there will be an end in sight of with this war. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. And we'll wrap up here on the show. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of our programming. Tomorrow morning at 6, we'll return with TV3 New Day.
I promise to be loyal because you are royalty to me. It's a choice that I made. This bone never break. My queen, you appeal to me. Be there for me, baby. Don't you heed it from me.